Cobra Confessional. We were just doing a rundown of all my ops. All my ops out here. Oh. Anyways, let me go through and get this set up for YouTube broadcast. Turn on monetization. I have to instantly review it because it always needs to be reviewed. Because some reason I'm always demonetized from the get-go, which is interesting considering I don't do or say anything. They just, within the first 3 minutes of the video, even if I don't curse or anything, they just, boom, yellow. We going back to the Great Chicken War of 2023? No, but we do have some stuff that involves an area near me. There's a town near me, which you're going to hear a lot of people refer to if you've been watching the news. If you've been watching the news, there's a town near me that is a lot of, you're going to hear it as Elizabethton. I can't even say it wrong. We'll just watch a video, but that's where that flight originated out. That had to be intercepted, headed towards DC. It's Elizabethton, but they're going to say it wrong. But I've got a breakdown on it. Hold on. Let's go to TikTok. I'll go to my TikTok because I've responded to a video already, and that'd be the easiest way for me to find it. I don't think I sent the link to myself. Okay. That's not true. I do have videos. Why are my videos not showing? It is very strange. What the hell is going on, TikTok? Okay, apparently I will be sending myself the link. Hold on just a second. My TikTok account get taken down? I wouldn't doubt it. Sounds like something that would happen. Nope, absolutely not. Let me see. Copy link. I'll just send it to myself and then we'll have it. My dad is doing better. He's obviously still in the hospital. Wound care come in today, wrapped it up, taped it up, looked at it. Infectious disease come by and said that they wanted to go kind of dig around in it and see what's going on. Hopefully they'll numb it first. But they were interested in, digging around through it. What are you fucking doing, Johnny? Anyways, they wanted to dig around in it. They wanted to see what's up. And I guess go from there. I don't know. No one said that like he's gonna lose it or whatever. It just obviously it's not great right now. But they're monitoring it. He's on a ton of antibiotics trying to push the infection out, get rid of it or whatever. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Hopefully it turns out good. Yeah. Uh-oh, that's froze. Hold on just a second. Close this program. Looks like it's been updated. My phone link's updated. Hold on. There it is. All right, so let me grab this link and then we'll go back into the link that it relates to, I guess, the guy that it relates to. Who did I respond to? Photo G Steve.
Within the last 24 hours, fighter jets broke the sound barrier to intercept a plane headed towards the White House. Later on, those F-16s followed it all the way to Virginia, where it went down with no survivors. NORAD deployed the F-16 fighter jets to respond to the Cessna 560 Citation V aircraft over Washington, D.C. NORAD states the scramble was conducted by the 113th Fighter Wing of the D.C. National Guard. They went on to say, quote, the NORAD aircraft were authorized to travel at supersonic speeds, and a sonic boom may have been heard by residents of the region, adding that flares, which may have been visible to the public, were also used in an attempt to get the pilot's attention. Social media has been flooded with videos of the loud boom and flares. According to the FAA, the Cessna departed from Elizabethton Municipal Airport in Elizabethton, Tennessee.
So that's how he says it, Elizabethton. It's Elizabethton, but it's still the story's accurate.
And was supposed to be bound for Island MacArthur Airport in New York. Flight trackers showed the plane departing, heading north to Long Island from Tennessee before turning around and flying straight towards D.C. The trackers showed the plane descended rapidly before crashing, dropping at one point at a rate of more than 30,000 feet per minute. The Cessna was intercepted by the fighter jets at approximately
30,000 feet a minute is insane. Insane to be dropping out of the sky. It seems like it was probably a case of hypoxia, not to be confused with, like, I heard a lot of people talking about carbon monoxide. Hypoxia is just a lack of oxygen. It doesn't. Carbon monoxide is a replacement of. There's still oxygen there, but you're replacing the oxygen. And the way that carbon monoxide links and bonds, the oxygen can't. Even the oxygen you get in, it can't be received. It can't bind. So hypoxia is a lack of action. It seems they lost contact within the first 15 minutes after the jet took off. It seems like they didn't have oxygen. Now, if you're at 30-some thousand feet or more, you've got like 60 to 90 seconds to put on an oxygen mask if you can't figure out what's going on, and then you're going to lose consciousness. When the F-16s moved to intercept, they reported they could see the pilot, and he was slumped, passed out and slumped over the yoke. So they even tried flares, like flares so close they were like bouncing off the cockpit. And nothing could wake them up.
At one point, at a rate of more than 30,000 feet per minute. The Cessna was intercepted by the fighter jets at approximately 3:20 p.m. The pilot remained unresponsive throughout NORAD's attempts to establish contact, and the aircraft eventually crashed near George Washington Forest in Virginia.
I got to do something right quick. Hold on just a second. Oh, I'm going to have to unplug this and plug it back in. Give me just a second. I can't hear any of my alerts. I can't hear anything because the monitoring device is not working. I knew the alerts probably weren't going to work. I did see it, but I didn't hear it. I would like to hear it. Monitoring device, roadcaster, stereo. Okay. All right, back to it.
National Guard says that it did not shoot down the plane, but that there were no survivors.
So basically, they could kind of tell where it was at. It looked like it was over a kind of uninhabited area, and it went down. So the guy who is the owner of this company is actually, it was his family that was on board. So this is a transportation company, aerial transportation company that works out of Florida. It was his daughter. He's the president. His wife's the vice president. His daughter, his granddaughter, the nanny, and the pilot are the four who died. But yeah, they had to scramble jets. They couldn't when they lost contact with it and it was headed towards DC. They had to put jets up with it.
Within the last 24 hours, fighter jets broke the sound barrier to intercept a plane headed towards the White House. Later on, those F-16s followed it all the way to Virginia, where it went down with no survivors. NORAD deployed the F-16 fighter jets to respond to the Cessna 560 Citation V aircraft over Washington.
I don't even drink anymore, Johnny. I haven't. It's probably been over two years since I drank.
In D.C.
I used to drink all the time on the show, but I don't drink anymore.
NORAD states the scramble was conducted by the 113th Fighter Wing of the D.C. National Guard. They went on to say, quote, the NORAD aircraft were authorized to travel
with my tobacco knife. Cut, 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 cut. That's my favorite line.
At supersonic speeds, and a sonic boom may have been heard by residents of the region. Adding that flares, which may have been visible to the public, were also used in an attempt to get the pilot's attention. So
it's a sad story, especially like daughter and granddaughter both going down.
Boom and flares. According to the FAA, the Cessna departed from Elizabethton Municipal Airport in Elizabethton, Tennessee.
That's probably... That airport is actually pretty close to a recruiter station that I joined the Army. When I joined the Army, that was one of the recruiters. It's probably, that airport's probably like a 30-minute drive from me. It's a tiny, tiny-ass airport. It's mostly like agriculture and shit like that. But a lot of private transportation, private jets, like small private jets, jump in and out of there, probably because it's less red tape. Tri-Cities is our big airport. Like when Itsuko came from Japan or came from California after coming from Japan, she landed in Tri-Cities. This is a much, much smaller airport.
Tennessee, and was supposed to be bound to Island MacArthur Airport in New York. Flight trackers showed the plane departing, heading north to Long Island from Tennessee before turning around and flying straight towards D.C. The trackers showed the plane descended rapidly before crashing, dropping.
Yeah, I checked his channel. That's him.
At one point at a rate of more than 30,000 feet per minute. The Cessna was intercepted by the fighter jets at approximately 3:20 p.m. The pilot remained unresponsive throughout NORAD's attempts to establish contact, and the aircraft eventually crashed near George Washington Forest in Virginia. The National Guard says that it did not shoot down the plane, but that there were no survivors.
So there's not a whole lot. I mean, there's not a whole lot they can do. I mean, it was on autopilot. Eventually, autopilot gave out or it ran out of fuel or what. There's not a whole lot they can do. I mean, you can't if everybody on there is passed out, you can't insert anybody in there. You can't take it over remotely. Although there have been attempts to put in systems that would be like if say you had an escort plane that could take it over and remotely in like a follow mode to where you could both land. There's been suggestions for stuff like that, but yeah, it is what it is. Not a whole lot you could do. It's a sad story. I saw the guy on the news talking about his daughter and his granddaughter, the nanny, and even confirming the pilot's name. But yeah, it just happened close to me, so I thought it was interesting. Not a whole lot happens near me. You can ask Itsuko when she came here. There's not a whole lot to do. It is what it is. See, Johnny. Yeah, it's there's not a whole lot you can do. On top of that, we have a whole lot of DJ Galaxy is the man. Our boy Mariah's favorite content creator, besides Johnny Gobble, is a guy named Scott Wadgels. Scott Wadgels. He's been teaming up with Rosie to take Christina down. He's on a road trip, and he's either going to Atlanta, Nashville, or New York. He keeps changing where he's going, but he's going to take somebody down, I'll tell you that much. He's a traveling man. Keep your nose clean. What does ML always say? Keep your kegs stacked and your powder dry or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he says. Are none of these going to play? Is that the way we're going to be today, you piece of shit? TikTok is wilding out, dude. It won't even let me see my own videos. All right, let's try refreshing this. And starting with a different one. There's one.
What do you got to say?
Right.
Who's going to jail? Nobody. Nobody's going to jail.
Exactly. Hopefully Rosie's paying for his hotel room tonight because I don't know who else is gonna.
Are you in here? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, girl, what's up?
Yeah, we can.
So that is Cheyenne. You can see her there, SHIEANN. They're claiming that Christina made a fake Cheyenne account and started attacking people.
Address, bitch, and I'm coming to get off of
You
it.
see all this little
Well, that sounds like Rosie.
pictures of us?
You got my address. Come on over.
I have a video. You
Good. Come on.
Come on, Grandma.
I'm not
Babes, you slut.
Kills your libido. You mean turns on the waterfall?
Get my.
You don't even know who you're talking to.
Are you stupid?
If Mariah's ever struggling to finish and I'm just getting tired because I've already finished like 14 times, I lean right up in her ear real close and I go, Scott Wadgers. Just like that, and boom, waterworks. We have to throw out the mattress, but it's worth it.
What? You're the one that's.
I'm not trying to break a sweat.
You must be.
Can we stop?
Like actually
Can we stop and laugh at them? Can we laugh at them for the joke that they are?
Bitch, y'all.
You literally asked Scott for $50.
A lot of drama, a lot of drama going on. I think the new stuff I'm gonna cover is weird people on the internet and social and political topics. The grifter thing is getting. I obviously got to finish up some grifters because they're gonna be around for a little bit longer. But man, it doesn't pay to cover that. It gets old. I don't enjoy it anymore. So
Your prescription.
I'm sorry.
Mariah, pinch my nose shut. Let's be honest, and I'm not trying to be mean. How many years has it been since your vagina could clamp my nose shut? Okay? We're lucky that I can part the old pink sea, if you know what I mean. It's hard to, I got to get on both sides of it. Jesus Christ.
Big is bitch all you have because we can come up with a lot of things. You're calling us on private numbers and threatening us. You tried saying that somebody did a drive-by shooting at your house. Knowing
Wosie's claiming somebody did a drive-by at her house. So Christina's in trouble because she made a fake account that was like Wosie's daughter, and now they're claiming that somebody did a drive-by shooting at her house.
Let me throw it up there. Let me throw it up.
why would you lie about a drive-by shooting? That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Y'all have skin tags.
Y'all have skin tags. Woozy.
Hey, I like my picture, by the way.
Also, that's filing a false police report right there.
Go ahead, doxing's not
All I'm seeing
illegal.
is pancakes. I see pancakes, pancakes, pancakes.
Like as in flat asses?
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly what I mean.
Why did you ask Scott to send you $50
That's what I would have said. Pancakes and turkey necks.
for your medicine?
Ooh. So now we find out that Wozy asked Scott if she could have $50 for her medicine.
Scott, that's not even how you spell gonorrhea.
And why would you
Ryan, are you
call
from?
Scott
Are you actually from Tennessee? That's where I'm at too.
the
For no
you never
medicine.
gave him
Anxiety meds from that drive-by.
You dumb bitch. Scott ain't got no money to send for no
Okay, so
medicine.
then how would anybody else be making any money on him then? How would anybody else be making any money off of him?
Hold your second neck when you
Like, at least
you
make
do
that
every
stuff
day,
make
bitch.
sense.
You just jealous because we took the spotlight.
Nobody's
look
jealous
at
of
me.
you. You
I'm from
literally are from my
Tennessee.
Bitch, you sound like a... How old are y'all fucking...
Can we just acknowledge that she had to stop and take a breath in the middle of that sentence?
Fuck
Exactly.
you fucking... Hey, bitch, you fucking gonna do
Oh no, they changed their profile picture to Wozy. That's what they've been using to represent Wozy with peppermint, whatever this is.
You know that?
Y'all flexing with Scott Rogers?
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I live in like Northeast Tennessee.
Come on, my way.
You send me $50, I got anxiety from that drive-by.
That was a good impression. Hey, Scott, can you... I can't do it. That was a pretty good impression. Did you hear that?
Me $50.
Come on, my way.
You send me $50, I got anxiety from that drive-by.
Y'all going to hell making fun of disabled people like Scotty. Like Scotty. Y'all are going to hell. Y'all better pray to God.
You literally made him cry. Your mom made him cry. I'm live. There's videos of it everywhere. Pages put it everywhere. You were literally doing things just for this. So don't sit here and talk about anybody stealing anything.
I'll grab my
You literally
breath
sound like you
beat
smoked
down with it.
today.
Get me another bush. Get me another bush.
Get back in there and clean that commode. You need a new wall drag. Let's battle again. No, I'm gonna hang up.
Go in there and get mommy another bush and a paw mall.
Jesus Christ.
I'm fucking deceased. Yeah, I don't know why this one isn't working. Let's see.
All right, guys, can we all hold hands in prayer right now?
Yeah, let's pray for Scott's demon.
Yeah, we need to pray for honestly them.
I and anxiety. And for the
I can no longer find Christina's account though. I used to be able to find it unless she blocked me or something. I can't find her account at all. So her account is just Christina, but it's spelled in these square, like, I'll have to zoom in to show you, these square like block letters. See how it's spelled in these square, and I used to just be able to type in Christina and it would show me like the third or fourth result would be those block letters. But now I can no longer find it, so I don't know.
That drive-by was horrible.
Hey, does anybody know? Oh, she was.
I couldn't understand her. Her gums were slipping.
Hey, at least they came in alive. I'm happy about that.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
happy.
Disney lover. Love.
So this is when Scott was there. You can see him. His account is the Dueling Man. That's what he's been going live from. If it'll play. I think the whole first like 20 seconds of it is just beep because it's just Scott cussing. Let me see. I don't know why TikTok's freaking out now. It won't play anything. Let's try this. I'm going to copy the link. And I'm going to paste it right here and see if it'll just come in and load it. There we go. Okay, that's how I have to do it now. So a lot of beeping tones.
These are ladies. Don't call them the B word.
He needs Jesus.
Go to jail, bitch. Go to jail.
Hell or jail or both.
We don't know.
He's going to jail. You're going to jail.
Stop muting my mic, bitch.
Mute it. Keep doing it.
I just kicked him
Wow.
out. Bye.
So they muted him. They kicked him out. He gets very upset.
Oh, I didn't mean to invite you, bro.
Scott, the fact that you talk to women like that really proves.
We don't care about anything that's going on. Nobody's making fake accounts of her. I don't even know what her daughter looks like besides what we've seen on the live the other day. So,
and we're free to think and say and do how we feel. This is America, Scott. If you have
Exactly.
any
told
that, move to
people
North
that I
Korea.
literally like make bills with money from battling you and like make bills. Told
Move to
people
North
that I
Korea.
literally like make bills.
She told people I make money to pay my bills from battling you.
Money from battling you and like.
But that is true. All right, let me go back. We got to grab another one. This saga has been developing, okay, for a while. All right, we watched both of those. Well, no, not this one. I might have to do the same thing. I might have to do the copy, share. Where's the copy? Oh, I guess I can just grab the link here, can I? Let me see if it'll just play. Is that the secret or no? It worked last time.
Nothing but a crappy man. A man does not talk to women like that, and if he does, he's a coward. Mm-hmm. And who would want to be
I talk to all women like that. Just a heads up.
your friend when that's how you act? Who
That's
would
why
want to
you
donate
have
money?
somebody like Rosie in your life who takes $50 from you and lies to you about a shooting that happened outside her house. I called the local authorities, the police by her home, and there was no drive-by shooting. That's a
No,
lie.
and then we called the neighboring police stations, and there was also none there.
Yeah, there would have been something in the news all over, they said, if that happened. So that's a lie.
Yep.
But again, keep believing an old woman who's looking for money and who needs money to buy a bed, which, again, I feel like that is actually using you and trying to make money off of you. I don't need you for anything. I don't ask you for money. I don't need you to battle me for money.
We try to be your friend.
Because I sent you money all the time. Sent you groceries, got you sheets, paid for your Uber, sent you money on Cash App. But you're trying to tell a whole little story and tell her and go along with whatever she says and be like, oh yeah, Christina did this, Christina did that. Like, you know dang well that's a lie.
I don't like Christina either.
And you may want to stop and evaluate.
I don't like
yourself,
anybody
Scott,
here.
that, you know, we've been your friends for however long, and what are you bringing to the table? What positive thing are you giving us? Because respectfully, nothing. You're not even a good friend because you're
Hey,
mean.
Kilo, say a little louder for the people in the back. I said, say it a little louder for the people in the back.
You said that Rosie never even gave you that money and that you never saw her face and that you were kidding around and you never wanted to be with her and it was
she
just a
owes you
joke and it
money.
was for social media. And I
owes you
never
money.
told Rosie that I didn't want to be friends with her or that I didn't want to talk to her. If you're the messages that you, which were all apologize on live, and that I wasn't going to talk badly about her, she decided to open her mouth and run her mouth about what she thought was facts about me and your friendship.
Are we missing the point that he gave out our phone numbers?
And you gave her
Oh,
our phone
shit.
numbers. So you had her call and threaten me and Kilo. But you want
And
to
told
come
her
in
that
here
you
and
guys
say
sent her
that there's
nude
somebody
pictures.
who's going to jail. Kind of funny.
And she has no legs and skin tag.
Yeah, and she thinks she's gonna come at us in a wheelchair. Shit, I'd roll.
Told her.
Bitch.
Scott told her that they send him nudes all the time. Scott told Rosie that Christina and the other woman's name is Kilo, K Kilo, send him nudes all the time.
Nah, y'all bitches. All of y'all
I don't know who you're
bitches.
talking to like that, because just the other day you weren't saying that.
Nah, all of y'all bitches.
Even earlier,
you too. Making a taking cops
we can't even understand you. You're mumbling over the mic. It
Can we
sounds like
take
you're
this
underwater.
moment and pray for him and pray the devil out because he's acting like
Nah, fuck you. Go to hell, bitch. All y'all bitches down here. And leave.
Well, that was pretty good. It seems to be he's rekindling some old relationships. Let's see. Share. Share. Is there not a copy link here? Oh, I need to do it like this, don't I? Cut. Paste it like that. Then I got to do it again. Share. They changed the way you share links on when you're doing it for a computer, and this is the only way I can figure out how to make it play right now. And hopefully it works. I think this might be the one we saw with Harry Groner, the guy who he claims the guy who he claims he met and shook his hands. You know the actor Howie Guanos? Howie Guanos. He gave me money.
They have given 2 gift subs.
A gifted sub. How did you, Merbird gifted 1 subscription. How did you gift a sub, first of all? Second of all, my alerts still aren't working. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I've reset everything. Sorry, I'm looking at something now. Give me just a second. Might need a reboot, I guess. I can hear everything to it except for my monitoring device, which is what I really need to hear. What do I have set up as a monitoring device here? Hold on just a second. Wavelength speakers, Rodecaster Pro, monitor mix. Goes to the Wavecaster Pro, that's right. System, everything goes there. And then if I do this, I'm going to try something different, guys. I'm going to try sending it to aux2. Then I want to add I'm going to try sending it to aux1. Hold on. Wavelength. Okay, that's not an option. That's cool. Game aux1, okay. Apply, okay. Now what happens if I hit, I want to monitor this, but I don't want it to come back to the stream. Right? Now let me see what happens.
Hey everybody, it's Tom Coco.
No, I still can't hear
Listen
it.
up, you guys are really...
Oh well, settings. I need to fix that back or I'll never remember. It probably just needs a reboot later, but I can't hear alerts right now for whatever reason. And I guess it's just going to be stuck that way. Let's see if I can get this to play or not. This is getting on my nerves. I don't know if this is the one Mark sent us or not. Could be. TikTok must be all kinds of fucking jacked up, isn't it? It doesn't even say I have any videos. Why would it say I have no? Upload your first video. Press the big button. I always press the big button. Mariah likes me to call it her clitoris, but I call it the big button. The big button for happy fun time. It's weird. Yeah, none of these are going to be played. I guess it's just fucked up. On TikTok, I don't know. Sweet baby Jesus William, that's right. Say, oh God, and grab your thighs. Smoke interference, could be. All right, here we go. We got something else we're going to go over. Let me go over this warning first here. Basically, a warning from Jesus and Linn Wick.
This is the disclaimer for the video you're about to watch, as well as all videos belonging to the Linn Wick channel on all platforms on which we operate this channel. No part of this publication, which includes this YouTube video, may be reproduced, stored in a retrievable system, or transmitted in any form or by any means except as permitted by the United States Copyright Act without the prior express written consent.
Except as permitted by the United States Copyright Act. What does the United States Copyright Act have a fucking entire section dedicated to? Fair use, Lynn, fair use. Except by permitted by the, and then it says, and there should be another comma here, and then it says without prior, so it cannot be reproduced, stored in a retrievable system, or transmitted in any form, or by any means, except as permitted by the United States Copyright Act. Unless you have prior. But if the United States Copyright Act, I don't need prior written consent.
Consent of the broadcaster, Linn Wick. While we use our best efforts to prepare content for this.
Well, I haven't watched this. We haven't checked her out in a long time, but she just did this today, like 10 hours ago. So I want to see how she's coping with literally nothing happening for the past 2 fucking years. She's been screaming it's going to happen. Reevaluation. We're going to the next dimension. She hears angels. She had her local police investigate me. They were coming to arrest us and all kinds of shit. That never happened. Nothing's happened.
Site, we make no representation or warranties with respect to the accuracy or completeness of the content of the videos, including any content, links, or resources shared by third parties. Furthermore, all parties specifically disclaim any express or implied warranties of merchantability or fitness.
You're taking my money to give me half of it back.
For a particular purpose. The advice and strategies contained herein may not be suitable for your situation. No legal advice or financial advice is being given herein, as we are not attorneys or financial advisors. You should consult with a professional where appropriate. No liability or damages shall take place because of this content. Furthermore, your use of this...
not at all. I mean, unless it's excited. Other than that, it's rather shy and hidden. Yeah, it's kind of like a flower that blooms. It's hard to find till you get her going. Then it's just right out there. It looks like a deal or no deal fucking button. Call the banker. I'm ready to make a deal.
Site and watching these videos confirms your agreement that the state of Ohio law applies to all disputes relating to this site, videos, and venue. For all claims and disputes relating to this site and videos shall be in the state of Ohio.
Here we go. Let's see what Mama's got for us. What if Linn Wick's an angel sent here for Nasara, and she's making certain that your reevaluation quest... Oh, God. We're not going to have a Jesus hour. Oh, God. Come on, Lynn. Don't do it. You could just as easily skip it. Show me case number 69. Deal. No way. I can't. There was 5 guys and 6 mullets on the album cover. There's no goddamn way. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Lynn. Good morning.
Sleep well? I pray so. Well, here we are, Tuesday morning. Let's see what shall happen.
Yeah, she's a big
Praying
Ohioan.
Praying it in nonstop. So, the Lord will hear our prayers.
I doubt it. I don't think he's listening to you at
all
all.
will be blessed, and we will move
Being honest with
forward to doing humanitarian, because we are humanitarians. Always will be, always have been.
Again, they think they'll cuss me like a dog because I don't believe what they are. They'll call me evil, Satanist, piece of shit. But they're all just right on the verge of doing all these humanitarian like we actually donate. We actually do fundraisers. We're doing a charity fundraiser in a couple days for a charity that works with to prevent suicides. But they'll call me literally the devil's spawn. But all they do is sit around getting older and more wrinkled, waiting for their reevaluation money to come, so then they can start a charity. Then they can do humanitarian work. But until then, fuck you and fuck anybody who doesn't agree with us. We've always been humanitarians. Let's see the chat.
A lot of chatter this morning. Good morning. You guys are good. Renee says, good morning. Sending love. Good morning.
She reads every chat message, basically.
662023. Good morning, Colleen. Mama Bear says, good morning, Warriors. 4:15 a.m. Number 21 this morning. Godspeed. This RV, please now. Sending prayers. Yes. Joe says, in case I missed the show, good morning, Lynn, Ghost Mods, and my fellow Patriots. Sending love. Thank you, Joe.
Ghost is her husband. Ghost Patriot.
New York. Well, I will let the Lord answer that one. Until then, I'm keeping the pineapples handy. Just good morning to everyone. Direct from upstate New York. Well, I will let the Lord answer that one. Until then, I'm keeping the pineapples.
So someone left a loaded well? Like, is anything happening? I'm going to let the good Lord answer that one. I'll keep my pineapples handy.
Pineapples handy until it's time to cut them. Never lose faith. Bev says, good morning, family. Good morning. Merle says, good morning. Good morning.
She's obviously running a scam. She's honestly... Christian Patriot Channel, God First, Truth as We Know It, Today's Events, RV, Nassar Gassar, and more. Be respectful.
Doc says, good morning, Lynn. Ghost and wonderful Wick family. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Have a tremendous Tuesday. Be kind, be blessed. Sending love and prayers. Thank you, Doc.
They have no idea that all the pineapples mean they're fucking swingers. They think it has something to do with Trump and reevaluation.
Colleen says, please hit the like button and subscribe for notifications. Welcome to anyone who is new to our chat and to our family. If you are in the background, please come on in and join our chat family, and welcome.
Unless you come from CBC, she'll have a fucking meltdown and call the police on you.
Thank you, Colleen. Kay says, good morning.
She won't call the real police, but she knows the chief and all the detectives, and she does a personal favor. There'll be no report and no way to prove that she called the police, but she did. Trust her.
Have a beautiful and blessed day. You also, honey. Happy birthday and happy anniversary to anyone who is celebrating today. Absolutely. Birthday cake for...
I did a show called Linn Wicks and Big Dicks. And she had several complaints for YouTube.
Everyone. Angie says, Lynn, Ghost, Mods, brothers, sisters, and warrior family, good morning. God bless you, and may you feel God's presence this morning. Amen. Thank you, Angie. Spanish lady says, good morning, family. God bless you all. We need to get ready for the RV. Yes, yes, yes.
Got to get ready for the RV that was supposed to come, 6 years ago.
Tammy says, good morning, Lynn, Ghost, and beautiful family. So many beautiful prayers last night. Blessings to everyone.
I would have loved to have been the guy who came up with the RV scam. And been the guy who's like, oh, you got to buy your Zimbabwe dollars from me, guys. These are the only ones that have been validated through the QFS or some shit.
Have a wonderful day. Love you all. Sending coffee and flowers. Good morning. Molly says, I am praying today is the day. If not today, I do indeed feel we are closer than ever. May God bless us and keep you, Lynn, warriors and mods. Good morning, and thank you, Molly.
Well, technically, if you're going to push the deadline out to infinity, you're always closer than ever.
Steve says, good morning, Lynn and everyone. Good morning. Abby says, good morning, everyone. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Good morning, Abby.
We must be closer than ever.
Oops, where'd you go? Good morning from Kentucky. Still here, feeling thankful, sending love to all. Good morning, Golden Arrow. Donald says, I thank God for my beloved family here. I thank him for he knows our struggles. He loves us and he lives with us. Amen, Don. That is so true. Jabber says, good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Melanie Hines, Q Idiot covers Melanie Hines, I think.
Twinkle Eye says, good morning. Good morning.
I've covered some of his stuff.
John Marie says, good morning. Sending sunshine. Good morning. Jeanette says, good morning. All prayers, love, hugs, and blessings. I send prayers, love. And is that a smiley face? I can't tell what that is. Lucy 25. Good morning.
Was in line at DQ. Lady in front got 3 small ice creams with card payment, then handed them back. I thought something wrong with them, but then she drove off. I wish I could have paid for her. She thought the reevaluation was coming. She wanted to celebrate at Dairy Queen.
Good morning. No, Lucy, 2 shoes. Oh, good morning. First time here?
This is crazy.
Sheila says, good morning. Good morning, honey. Peg says, good morning, my sweets. Sending love. God's people in the main.
We got to get into some type of news. I can't do all the reading all the chat. There's probably funny nuggets in there, but is it worth it?
Well, I have both. Kroll says, good morning, Lynn, Ghost, and everyone. Well, is a deep subject. Do we need rubber boots or do we need our chest waders? LOL. I have both. Sheila says, good morning. Good morning, Sheila. You go make those memories, Peggy. You stay. You too, honey. Emma, are you new here? Yes, I'm at work. Fatima, are you new here?
They are very, very suspicious of new people.
Gigi says, good morning, Miss Lennon family. Good morning, honey.
Oh, Gigi. That's the one that fucking thinks everybody is a transsexual.
It's $120 a month. That's kind of national. Maria says, Psalms 37:99. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land.
Oh, my God.
Maria. I love that one.
Amazing.
There's a song. Someone sings and that's in there. Beltec says, then it's $120 a month. That's kind of steep with that kind of setup. I agree. Something's not right there. I'm going to check into that. That's not right.
So they're getting scammed for $120 a month minimum.
All right. How is everyone this morning? Sound off.
Didn't we just do that for 30 goddamn minutes?
Ghost, everyone. Hope all is well. Good morning, KK.
40 minutes. Sound off, guys. Where you guys from?
So I'm reading from the book. I hear his whisper. I didn't read it. I'm going to read it with you. But it was an interesting title. It's from May 6th. Fear is not your friend. It says fear.
Oh, thank you very much for the 600 bits, but nothing's fucking working. I apologize. Hold on just a second. Let me make sure that plays because I'm pretty sure I can play it manually. The sound didn't play, so I didn't know it went off, but let's see. 600 is the bow, right? Maybe if it'll connect.
I'm a little bit drunk, cause I'm drinking.
Oh, there it goes. I can't hear it. I'm assuming you guys can.
I'm a little bit drunk, cause I'm drinking.
Thank you very much for the bits. PR, you betcha.
Not your friend, so stop agreeing with it. Stop listening to every lie the enemy throws at you. And if you don't have the power to resist,
I heard that one.
Decline the invitation to cower in fear. While rehearsing the outcome he has envisioned for you, declare his truth. Take up your shield of faith. It will drench the fiery darts of hell. Stand and be courageous. You are powerful, filled with the same spirit that raised my son from the grave. Trust the power of my love within you. Dig your faith into the heart of fear and tear it away from your soul. Waves. And instantly became calm. Then Jesus
so she's kind of a preacher and a Nasara expert.
Why are you fearful? Lovely Leo, I don't know. I'm not hearing solar panels for electricity. I mean, nobody's talking to me about it. Lovely Leo, I don't.
So should we not get solar panels for electricity? Isn't that how Tesla power works?
Lovely Leo, I don't know. I'm not hearing solar panels for electricity. I mean, nobody's talking to me about it. No, that's just internet. Okay, then there's something wrong. Yeah, why would they be pushing solar if we're going Starlink energy?
$120. They think they're getting Starlink for free, by the way. They think they're getting Starlink for free. That's where they're talking about the $120. And they said, was that for more stuff? They said, no, it's just internet. Well, that's not right. That's not right. It's like a $500 fee to set up and $120 a month.
Well, there's nobody going to be able to pay that kind of money for one. And I don't think anybody who even after
incoming dono clip.
Damn it. I bet you I'm not going to be able to hear that either. There's a dono clip and I can't fucking hear them. Well, I guess I could play it here and hear them. Hold on.
Wilbert, this is Ramesh. Is the dono clip working? We got to make sure the dono clip's working. This is Ramesh. Is the dono clip working? We got to make sure the dono clip's working. It better be working, goddamn.
No, I got to play it because I can't hear it.
Goddamn. Wilbert, this is Ramesh. Is the dono clip working? We got to make sure the dono clip's working. It better be working, goddamn. Wilbert,
it needs to be working. I hope it's working. I'm assuming you guys heard it. I can't hear it though, unless I play it on my audio.
Oh, Kieran's talking about food already.
Real exciting live stream here, guys.
Who's that? There is another Starlink. The name is 3 words. The one we are told about is 2-word name. A setup fee and internet free. Yeah, that's what I heard, Ron. I don't think this is the same.
Okay, now we know. Now we know. I heard on a video, but I can't remember who it was, that there's another Starlink. The name is 3 words. The one we're told about is 2 words, star and link. We're looking for Quantum Starlink, a setup fee, and internet is free. Bullshit. Of course, that's not true.
Okay, I kind of got a little something I wanted to ask you guys.
Starfish
I got an email that says that I need to be open-minded about all these other podcasters. They're totally telling the truth. Well, the person that made that statement, I wish they'd step up and say who the podcasters are that's totally telling the truth.
None of them. None of them are telling the truth. Lynn, you and I got into a huge argument on the internet where you said you were calling detectives on me. And I told you this was all fake, and what were you going to do in 6 months when nothing happened? That was a year and 2 months ago. And you promised me it would be cleared up by then and everybody would see it. Or cut your losses. Well, they can't even comprehend. They can't even entertain the hypothetical they might be wrong. Like when you ask them, like, what if it isn't right? But it is. It is. You're negative. You got to stay positive. But what if Trump doesn't come? He will. He'll be back. But what if he doesn't? That's not true. Don't listen to this negativity. They can't even comprehend that it wouldn't go through.
Shiji says, would y'all believe before I knew anything about the RV, I actually went to look at some RVs because owning one has always been my dream vacation vehicle. Wow. Housewife cooking thoughts. Good morning. First time here? Debbie says, if they are totally telling the truth, I've got some property. I'll sell you. LOL.
This is who, you guys remember Robert? You guys remember Robert, who was like, he has issues, and Sage and I tried to help him one time, and I tried to help him. I never really covered him unless somebody was being like mean to him. This is who he believes. He loved, or at least back then when I still talk to him. Yeah, Z-Man, this is who he believes. This is who he loved to do it.
Guys, I don't have to, and I'm not trying to be a know-it-all or anything, but I know more out there before it's even said what they're going to podcast on. There's some things out there that
she knows more about what the podcasters are going to say before they even say it.
I wouldn't feed my animals to watch and listen.
There are some podcasters I wouldn't feed my animals to watch and listen. That explains why all the dead animals, if you're feeding them YouTube content. Give me 1 margarita, I'm going to spread my leg. Give me 2 margarita, Lynn, give me some head.
So I guess
give me 3 margarita, I'm going to stick 4 margarita.
Minded. Wow, I wonder if God feels that way about me. Terrence is sending prayers and an alarm clock to whomever sent that email. I don't know. It was unknown. I would love to hear someone out there who's telling the total truth.
For the mobile Starlink at just 50 gigs, service $250 a month, hardware $2,500, shipping and handling $100, tax $239.20, due today $28.39.20.
For the mobile Starlink at just 50 G's service, $250 a month, hardware $2,500, shipping and handling $100, tax $239, due today $28.39.20. That's not it, Lampkin.
That's not it. You got the wrong one.
Verse 15, for the day of the Lord upon all nations is near. As you have done, it shall be done to you.
That's the wrong Starlink. That's the one that makes money. We're looking for the free one that Tesla invented.
Your reprisal shall return upon your own head.
That's good. He stopped listening to her, to be honest with you.
No, national is not of the devil. It was made for 9/11 to be that. That was the evil at the very beginning. Good morning, housewife. Okay.
It says from beginning to end, I came across one that indicates that Nasara is of the devil. No, that was the 9/11 Nasara. We're on a different Nasara.
Okay, so a video came out yesterday of Sky. I don't know if you guys saw that. I only watched about 3 minutes.
Sky's the crazy medbed man, woman. I don't know.
Clicked it off, and then I went looking for somebody.
Sky is the amorphic jawline that represents all medbeds.
I had that VIDEO up this morning. I'm trying to get around the verbiage of the magicals, but I want you guys to listen to this because this is the truth what he's saying. I've been trying to tell you guys this at some point. This is what's going to happen. This is what you need to do. This is a very good video, but understand the verbiage. I may have to slow it down, stop it, or do whatever. Although everybody else says it, I don't know why I can't. So I want to show that this morning.
Can't say the magicals.
Long, it's enough. If you haven't watched it, it's good education for you to know what you're to expect because it is the truth.
And she knows this for the podcaster's sake.
God, but he's going to say enough to get you the understanding. So God, but he's going to say enough to truth. I know he's going to say something in there. He's not going to say the word God, but he's going to say enough to get you the understanding. So I want you guys, when you watch this, keep an open mind and understand the verbiage, okay?
Terrified somebody's going to expose them in chat. When our groups used to show up in Lynn's chat, man, you talk about a fucking fit. They'd start adding mods. They'd start modding everybody that wasn't us, begging people to ban us, start talking about calling the cops and IP addresses. Her husband would get on there, start talking shit about showing up at my house, and it's crazy stuff.
All right, I'm going to go silent a minute.
She's going to go silent a minute. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did you guys see who it is? Shirka. By the way, is Austin, is Shirka part of the Patriot Street Fighter thing? So Patriot Street Fighter is opening up a medbed facility. Yes, he is. So this is what this is. This is a commercial for Patriot Street Fighter. So Scott McKay, Dr. Sandra Rose, and Jason Shirka are going to a place called Terra Quantum Recharge, which Scott McKay owns. And it's this big opening weekend. And Scott McKay says, come on out and get the first look at the Taj Mahal of EE System Centers, Terra Quantum Recharge in Colleyville, Texas, just outside of Dallas, and experience this 48-unit EE system for yourself. Additional special guest meet and greet attendees likely to be added before June 17th. So all they're doing is building up to Scott McKay launching a medbed healing center. That's all they're doing. It's the only reason he's talking about this. That's it. Scott McKay is opening up a medbed healing center. SG Anon's going to be there. They show, what's her name, Steele. Who else is some of these people? Artis, Dr. Artis, the snake piss, the snake venom water, and Michael Jaco. I can show you the pictures. They didn't have their names. I had to go through it. I couldn't remember their names. So SG Anon, that's who that is. That's Steele. That is Dr. James Artis, or whatever his name is, the snake venom COVID guy, and that's Jaco. And of course, they have these people named. But I think these people are the ones that are owning it. These people are the guests that are going to speak there. You know what I'm saying? Get your tickets now. Get your tickets now. $50 to $150 to go to his medbed grand opening. 616's VIP only, 617's grand showcase event. 616 VIP tickets are $150 and include a meet and greet with the speakers and special attendees. 617 general admission tickets for the event are $50. Does anybody live near Dallas? Colleyville?
Let's define that for a second. You always see people saying, well, it's this and it's that, and it's very obvious that it's all coming from what they were told. And there's usually not a lot of critical thought put into, well, let's think about this narrative for a second.
Jason Shurka's dad is a big real estate guy, like in New York, New Jersey. And he basically all of Jason Shurka's business experience, where he talks about how he worked in real estate and in titles and investments and this, that, all that was just working for his dad. That's the only job he's ever fucking had.
And understand what it really means if that were to happen. I'm going to start with a crazy statement that I would have ended with.
By the way, they make when they got a video playing, it's hard to see because it's behind my video. But if I pull it over here, maybe y'all can see it. When they got a video playing, they make all their chat stop.
I'm going to end with that statement, and I'm going to explain what it really means if that were to happen.
Look at all the stop signs in their chat. They make all their chat stop. And anybody who posts, they end up banning them if you don't stop, just so they can watch the video without all the chat going on.
I'm going to start with a crazy statement that I would have ended with. I'm going to end with that statement, and I'm going to explain it in the middle. If the military were to come out right now, because that's part of the narrative, and share medbed technology for free with the entire world to save the world, I would do everything in my power to stop it. You won't believe what you...
If the military were to come out right now and share medbed technology with the entire world, because apparently the medbed or the military has access to it, then he would do everything within his world to stop it. He would stop it. Nobody could have it.
Elon Musk did inside the walls of this building you see behind me. I'm here in San Francisco. That's a crazy statement. Now let me explain why doing something like that is not only an impossibility, but a crime against humanity. We have certain lessons to learn in this world. We have to go through certain things. That narrative is coming from this Messiah complex, this Savior complex. Come and save us. We're poor people and we're victims to everything that's happened to us. No, we're not. We're the reason why the world looks the way that it looks today, and that's an uncomfortable truth, but it's a fact. So when it comes to medbed technology, let's think about that for a second. So a lot of people perceive this technology as, and this is just the majority, as these like magic beds that you walk into, they fix all your problems, and you leave, and everything's fine. That's somebody that only understands the physical realm. But there are two things going on here. There's the physical and there's the spiritual. There are physical lessons and there are karmic lessons.
So this is setting you up for not being healed when you leave a Scott McKay's event. So you go into a med bed and you say, well, you know, I went in there and I couldn't walk, and I came out and I could walk. You're thinking about the physical realm. What you got to believe is that you're being healed in the spiritual realm, the mystic realm, the fifth dimension, and that healing will eventually, with enough treatments paid for in advance, bleed over into the physical realm.
Let's take the EE system for a second. The EE system can help you with many things, so long as you're ready to learn the lessons that your ailments have to teach you.
There you go. The EE system that Scott McKay is selling with Jason Shurka can repair and teach you many things, as long as you're ready to learn the lessons that your ailments have been given to you so that you would learn.
In other words, if you have pain in your knee, okay, for the past 20 years, and you come in here and you say, well, this person had pain in their knee and it went away, why didn't it go away for me? Because it's not just about the physical realm of what the technology can help you do for yourself. The difference between person A that healed through it and person B that didn't is the fact that one person received the lesson that that knee was trying to teach them. If a technology, like this narrative of medbed technologies, ever existed in the way that we thought, it would strip every single person of the ability to grow through the hardships that we go through, because those hardships are your gifts. And in that way, number one, stepping into the technology, making everything okay and coming out of it, is taking all responsibility away from us. That puts us in an even deeper hole than we're already in. So that's number one, why I'm against it.
Why would you have to preface your non-medbed EE technology as, it doesn't work for everybody, but that's your fault, not our fault, no refunds?
Number two, why it's an impossibility is because no technology in this world can take away what your karmic cycle has to show you. Nothing. I don't care how advanced it is. I don't care how not advanced it is. I don't care who's behind it, if it's aliens or people. No technology will ever be able to take a karmic lesson away from you, because that would be a crime against humanity. And in addition to that, it's an impossibility spiritually. You can circumvent and get around all the loopholes in the physical world. You can't mess things up over there because there's an order. So when you come into these systems, one of the most important lessons is not just to come in and understand the physical part of your body. Oh, I'm coming here to heal.
By the way, these screens that are playing here, the system Scott McKay wanted to put in place, there was one in Louisiana that he tried to get his dad to go to, literally while he was dying in the hospital of COVID. He was trying to get him transferred to, and you had to bring your own lawn chair or camping chair. You sat in a room with about 30 of these fucking TVs, and they played weird fucking string quartet music. And these TVs flash different colors. That's it. That's how you heal.
You have to ask yourself, what is this thing trying to teach me? Because if you don't learn the lesson, no medbed, no EE system, no nothing will ever be able to help you. So if you really define the pure core of the medbeds without all the stories and the narratives that they say.
EE stands for energy enhancement. It enhances the energy in your body so you can heal yourself. Scott McKay believes that he concentrated so hard on a ballerina who was told she would never dance again that he healed her.
That's this. We need to do the work. We need to do what's necessary in order to get out of the mess that we created. Because the medbed narrative says we're victims to this thing, like we said, and you need to help us get out of this. No, nobody could help us get out of this. People ask me, what about TLS? Why aren't they doing X, Y, and Z around the world? Well, because they can't. They can't. Not forget about laws. They physically cannot, because even if they did, if we're not ready to see something, they could do whatever they want. It's not going to change anything. Just now when I came back from India, before I went to India,
TLS is the alien he talks to, by the way.
I thought, truly, that
Scott McKay's father's 1,000% dead. The fuck you say he's not dead? Scott McKay's father's 1,000% dead.
if we raise billions of dollars, we can help a lot of people.
He killed him.
And after I left, I was like, damn, I was wrong. Because it's not about the money. It's not about throwing money at a problem and giving things to people. You have to shift the consciousness that created the problem if you want to shift the problem and the expression of it. And that just doesn't happen through giving people food and building shelter and giving them water. That's a piece of it. But without the education piece of teaching people how to come back into their power and shift that awareness and consciousness to shift the result of it, we're not going to get anywhere. So for that reason, I'm not only in disbelief of that narrative, but I'm completely against it. Because it would take away everything that we have to learn for ourselves. That's taking away our evolution. We don't want to take away our hardships because our hardships are our greatest opportunities to grow. I'm going to finish by explaining one very simple thing. There's two dimensions of will here. There's free will and there's divine will.
This special island loophole helped me drop
oh my God.
in weeks.
It's not an island loophole.
And the way to explain this is very simple, and this is very, very important for anybody that comes into this technology. If you truly want to catalyze your
Linn Wick is the leader of MedBed technology. She doesn't know how ad block works.
Process of healing yourself. If you don't understand this, you're going to be left behind. If you do understand this technology is a great gift to a lot of people. Free will and divine will are both a part of you. You know those cars with two steering wheels when you're learning to drive? We're all learning to live right now. That's why you come and reincarnate as a human being. That's why you come into this form, because you're coming here to learn how to live and to learn lessons along the way. When we come in with both free will in one driver's seat and divine will in another driver's seat.
I reincarnated as a chocolate starfish.
When we come in, there's this veil, this black wall of amnesia that causes us to think that we're just here and forget about this. Because if you came in with all the answers, there's no point to come in the first place. You need to come here to learn. You don't learn if you know all the answers to the test, right? You wouldn't do that in school because you wouldn't learn the lesson. You have to go through the process of learning a lesson that's sometimes difficult.
Don't buy another bra until you've seen what this means.
Oh my God.
This new invisible adhesive bra.
Lynn, don't ever buy another bra. Jesus Christ. We're pushing the limits of what elastic can do. This isn't the space race, lady.
But with the awareness of what I'm about to explain, it's very liberating. It's how you get healing in the first place within your body and how you catalyze the process of the body to heal itself. So we're driving both driver's seats, but our awareness, for the most part, is within the free will. So you come onto this street. Your free will identifies your body, the desire within your body, the awareness of your body, otherwise called the ego. The divine will part of you is the purpose, the path that you came here to experience, all the lessons that you came here to experience while you're actually here. The road that you're driving on with that two steering wheel car is dictated by this. But without this, you wouldn't be a human being. So there's a veil that comes in, now you're driving in this seat, and you're driving, and suddenly you go off course a little bit from this that you weren't aware of. Well, how do you become aware of this? By veering that car back onto the road. So every time something bad happens to you, it's actually the greatest thing in the world. Because on the side of that road, you have a lot of trees. And if divine will didn't use its power to bring itself back on course onto that path of what you came here to experience, then you're going to hit that tree and be gone forever. And that's not an option. So what happens? The further you veer from the road, when you jerk yourself back onto the road from this level of awareness, you're going to hit your head hard on that window. That is a translation for things like cancer, for things like depression.
Okay. Hitting your head hard on the window, that's a translation for things like cancer.
Things like heart disease. For all the hardships that we experience in our life, that's the expression of divine will bringing itself back on course. It's up to us to be smart enough and aware enough to, instead of playing victim, and we have the choice to do that from free will, but instead of playing victim and saying, why is this happening to me? The window hit my head. No, the window saved you, and so did the car. Because that cancer and that thing that you're coming here to attempt to heal yourself through is a lesson. It's a gift. You will not be able to come back on track and align free will and divine will once again if you don't understand the lesson at that jerk back onto the road.
If this was true, I've lived 34 years under the bird curse. I'd be the strongest motherfucker. I'd be like Optimus Prime up in this son of a bitch. Fucking laser eyes and shit. Just annihilating people.
Who's trying to teach you. So it's all about understanding the lessons. Next time something happens to you, you understand that it's happening for you. And when it happens for you, the question that you ask changes. It's no longer, why did this happen to me? God is bad. What type of God would do this? When you understand that you were about to hit a tree, well, that thing just saved you. And instead of saying, why did this happen to me? You say, what is the lesson that I need to learn from this? The second you understand the lesson, that's when this technology will be able to help you. But the spiritual trumps the physical. The divine will trumps the free will. The purpose is to align both once again. To align free will and divine will. And the last thing that I'm going to finish on here is just saying the same thing in different words. Ego and soul. This is very important for the healing process in all parts of our lives. In the spiritual community and beyond, we've been taught that the ego is a very bad thing. The ego is not a bad thing whatsoever. It's bad if you use it in counterproductive ways. But it's a beautiful thing if you use it in the way and the purpose for why it was given to you. Just like the appendix is not useless, even though doctors tell us it is. We know that it's a part of the body for a specific reason. We're starting to learn that reason once again. So if you have this thing, there must be a very good reason for it. When you align the desire of the ego with the desire of the soul, you have engines that are propelling you in both the physical world and the spiritual world. And when they're aligned, you succeed in not just your egoic physical body mission, but your sole purpose of why you came here. Again, or for the first time or the last time, whatever it may be. You came here to align these two. The ego is the reason why you ran away from the bear.
5 words you pronounce wrong 2 years before your brain starts shutting down. Dementia is now known
because the ego forgets that energy can't be created or destroyed. It forgets that there's a soul.
These fucking ads are wild, dude. 5 worlds you pronounce wrong before you fall asleep in your mashed potatoes.
That keeps going because energy cannot be created or destroyed. It's a law of science. So the ego, because it believes in just the limitations of the body from 0 to 186,000 miles per second within the matrix of light as we experience it, the ego believes that if the bear comes and eats it, it's dead. The ego is the reason why you run away and you have this experience and emotion of fear when something is dangerous. If you didn't have the ego and you only operated out of this, what do you think would happen? You're just going to sit there and let the bear eat you because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You would have no motivation to build anything. The ego is the reason why centers like this exist, but aligned with the purpose of the soul, the desire of the soul. The ego is the reason why there's 270 unified healing centers around the world right now in 11 months. It's not a bad thing if it's used in a productive way. So these lessons that I'm sharing today are extremely important when it comes to understanding how we heal ourselves. There is no such thing that can take away your responsibility and your own lessons because that would be the worst thing that can be done, and it's an impossibility spiritually speaking. You're not a victim to the jerks back onto the road. You're a creator of it. And the purpose of jerking you back onto the road is to show you where you went off course so you know how to stay on course and fulfill your purpose. When you're coming to this technology, you need...
I've jerked it a few times in a car, but those are mostly because Mariah's jaws got tired. I didn't learn my lesson. I deposited a lesson, I think, but I don't know if I learned one.
To remember that. And you always have to ask yourself before, how is the EE system going to help my back pain or my arthritis? You have to ask yourself, what is the lesson of the back pain and arthritis?
People absolutely cannot heal themselves from most things. That's dumb.
When you understand the lesson, only then will you give this thing the power to help you heal.
Heal your cancer. Heal your brain tumor. Heal a fucking brain bleed.
Yourself.
Heal an appendix that's about to rupture. That's not true.
That's how it works. That's why I'm against the whole medbed narrative, because not only it doesn't make sense, not only is it impossible, but it would be a crime against humanity to bring something like that with nothing done in return to help people learn their lessons. It would take us off track and ultimately have us hit those trees.
Survey something that's just to start that hopelessness.
Thank you, Linn.
Today.
You're not even going to speak there, Linn? You're just overwhelmed by it?
Okay, so number one, there are a couple things that he misused in there, and I want to clarify this. But the operation is basically what they're trying to tell you, is what we've been trying to tell you, or I have been, Shannon has been. You have to start identifying with whatever your ailments are and get
By the way,
I told you when you go
2,000 views on this video. She only has 3,000 subscribers and 2,000 views on this video. She does really well for the amount of subscribers she has. I mean, it's all lies and bullshit, and there's people that are fucking fooled by this, but yeah, 2,000 views.
in there at the very top of the page, it asks you, have you been doing anything to help out any of your issues? And you list them. Are you on any pharmaceutical?
Oh, thank you very much. Magic Nova submitted my copay for the med bed. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Medications, you list them. If you absolutely say one thing that's not the truth, it will not allow you to go through the system. So this is why we're saying natural healing.
Natural healing, guys. Natural healing.
EE system on order. That is the new therapy I am doing. Okay, the other thing of being reincarnated, that's not, we do not believe in that. So is that going to happen?
Oh, we don't believe in reincarnation. So throw all that out. All of his premise and everything he based all of this on, throw that right out. We do not believe in that. Instead, the rest of it's true, though. But that's what he based everything on. You had to be reincarnated to learn this lesson, to get back through here, to have these elements to... Oh, that doesn't... Throw that part out.
And are you from not going? No. Because you're going to identify with what your issues are. And the knees were a good thing. Ghost and I was talking last night about this. Jason has very good insight of everything, but he also has to use the verbiage that he's doing, because if he was really to tell everybody certain things, it would never work for you. It wouldn't work for any of us. Not that it's not doable. It's you've got to do self-healing. That's where he separates the ego versus the soul. So... just example, I told Ghost last night. I chose to be a cheerleader for 4 years. I was the tallest. I held everybody on.
I don't believe that, Linn. I know who you are. I've seen your picture.
My shoulders. For 4 years, holding all these girls up. We had 3 to 4 tiers up. My shoulders sometimes absolutely feel like they're sunken, even though I know they're not, but that's what they feel like. Do they need re-strengthening? Yes. Can I do it? No, but I can pray about it because I don't know what else to do for it.
Med beds.
Those who have hip and knee problems. Are you using the salves that are natural? Are you doing things to help yourself?
I just got off for the first time in 20 minutes. I'm healed. Thank God, Kingston Swimmer.
These are what it's talking about.
Drop them little swimmers off somewhere.
I think it's Jason Sharka is his name, Sherry.
Sharka. Dun 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 dun.
Yes, Gigi, the one that ages you back. They all exist.
That's weird. That she would call him Jason Sharka, and Mariah's nickname in high school was Jaws.
But you cannot go through them until you do self-help.
Everything ties back.
And that's the only one you have to make it through to do everything else. is to make sure that when you go in there and you fill out that paperwork and put your name down, and you give your consent of giving the authorization for your scan, you have to be telling the truth. So if you're taking nothing but pharmaceutical medications, that's not self-help. That's being prescribed by a non-physician in this world. So if you go out and you start doing self-help, you get stuff to put on your knees and your hips and your feet and your arms and your shoulders and that's going to start healing, because that is his creation of his work. That is his medicine that he...
Jason Sharkadoot. Jason Sharkadoot.
Gave us years ago that they took from us. You know, some people believe they can sit around and they can pray all of their pain away. Some can do that.
Jaws. Jaws. Why do you think I related it to a shark?
Some can't, because some are stronger than others. So we don't judge in here. Some of you can pray your pain away. Your tolerance must be extremely high. Some cannot do that because there's pain everywhere in their body. So when we had Shannon come up and say, to make the apps, this is just giving you an example. When you take CBD oil, what are you doing? What does CBD oil do? What does hemp do? What does frankincense do? Let me tell you what I did with one of Shannon's things, so you guys may understand this. Ghost was having some hard pain, really bad, on his jaw, his neck, through his archway of his shoulder, to his shoulder cuff. I let that sit for the day, and I let it thin out. And then I put in 5 drops of Murph, and I stirred it up really well, and I put it back in the refrigerator to get it hard again. I asked Ghost after the second time I put it on him, how does that feel? He said it took it away. Sometimes the pain is so hard, one thing can't help it. So do you give up? No. You go to something else and add to it, because it's total. There's no chemicals. It's man-made. So this is what they're trying to tell you. Will I jump in and get into it? Absolutely. Because I am doing self-help. I have for a long time. There's 2 medications that I take from the pharmacy. Will they shoot me down for that? No. Because I know I'm not strong enough in my mind to get through that. I have been to meditations. I've been holistic. I've been to everything I can to get through that one process. And for some reason, my ego is getting in the way of making me understand that I can stop it. And I truly believe that. I believe that for years. That why can't I stop this? I'm strong enough to make this stop. But I'm not. God gives us curveballs, as he said in a different way. But God gives us curveballs. Why? So we go through it and we call on his name. That's what you're in here for. You're in here to learn God's ways. Jared says a little things different. Guys, don't take that to heart. Understand what it's all about, and that's just self-help.
Okay.
I can't heal myself 100%. I'm the first one to say it. I can't do it. As much as my relationship is with him, he's taken so much away from me that already existed. Now I'm to work on 2 things in my own body, which I'm doing on my own. I hope you guys understand this.
I don't inherently believe that there's anything wrong with religion. Like a lot of people do religion, probably even need religion. They use it to keep their moral grounding, blah blah blah. But obviously it's not for everybody. And some people do really well with it. Some people don't. Some people use it for judgmental reasons and reasons it was probably never intended for. It's just not my thing. I know a lot of people use that as a crutch, and it's probably, and I'm not saying crutch in a negative connotation. They probably need that, right? I have existential crises all the time, like what happens after death. I can't believe I'm stuck here, blah blah blah. If I had a religion to stick to, that would help answer some of those questions.
What I'm saying. And there's the frog. Lampkin says, I have high tolerance. I have high tolerance for pain. Absolutely, Lampkin. I do. He says, I have high tolerance for pain, even with the consistent pain I have. My migraines are the worst, but I deal with it. God doesn't tell us to deal with pain. He's never said that anywhere in the Bible. Do you deal with pain? That's right, Ricky. Suffering produces patience. Absolutely. And I can contest to that one. I was in a major car accident.
I feel like I had, when I had religion for whatever reason, and I felt like I believed that religion, I had less questions about the future and this, that, and the other. And some people, I can't stand those sometimes. Some people can't get past them. And if that's your answer and that's the answer you want to believe, I got nothing. I'm not going to be mean to you or say you shouldn't or blah, blah, blah. But I just want to be treated the same way. Like, I guarantee you there'll be comments left on this video saying, oh, you don't believe in God? That's what's wrong with you. But I don't say you do believe in God. That's what's wrong with you. Use it to the best of your ability. I hope you enjoy it and it helps you out and it helps you get through whatever life and death and what happens after and the afterlife, whatever. But all I wanted to be is be left alone the same way. Like, I don't believe in it. So I don't know.
At 14 years old, I became a cheerleader. The weight on my shoulders physically I had beatings in my life.
Linda Grayson Durflinger. Linda Grayson Durflinger.
I've had it all. Do you think I'm supposed to sit and suffer? Do you think you're supposed to sit and suffer? Because if you do, you're not reading God's word. God says, I gave you things. And we turned our back on him. We went to Big Pharma instead of being in our Bibles and getting what he gave us here growing on this earth. Even though some of it was hidden from us. If we would only looked, these have been out there for ages. Ages. We had in our own grass, in our own backyards, in our neighbors' cornfields. So don't throw this underneath the bus, guys.
Where corn don't grow.
Gordy says most of us have a crutch we can't throw away no matter how hard we try. That's exactly right, because God's not letting you. He's giving it to you for you to remember something.
You go.
How do you learn a lesson? How do you learn a lesson? Do you suffer from a lesson? Do you hurt from a lesson? Absolutely. If one of you say no, you don't belong in here. How many lessons have you been through that you wonder why you had to
You don't have to feel pain to learn a lesson, right? Like, you don't have to suffer pain to learn a lesson. You don't have to go through pain to learn a lesson. That's just silly. Like, a lot of the lessons you learned in school, you didn't have to go through pain. You didn't have to go, you didn't have to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, it's strange that people believe that. Some lessons are probably better taught, and some people probably learn better that way, right? Some people probably learn better going through a lesson that way. It makes it stick with you, I'm sure. But not every lesson has to be that way. It would be silly to reduce that every lesson has to be filled with pain, or else we would just beat people while we're telling them their multiplication tables.
Through that. I've been through a whole lot, and here I am. God says, I'm going to use you. You're going to be my messenger. Unfortunately, do we still have pharmaceuticals that we have to take because we're stuck on them? Yes. If you're not stuck on a pharmaceutical medicine, there is something out there for you. If you are stuck or addicted to a pharmaceutical medication, you need to get help to get off. Don't do it yourself, because they did it to you. You need to get help from a holistic that knows God's cosmetics. The ones that know what goes together.
You have to know God's cosmetics, guys.
Pain-free, guys. Can't breathe? Think there's things out there for you guys? There is. So he says people are always sick and run to the doctors for pain to go away because we're programmed that way, right? We're programmed to do that. Ricky says, methylene blue, it's supposed to be good for your lungs. Yeah, be careful with that one though, Ricky. Methylene can be overpowering to some people. That's why I'm saying we've got to be careful what we're telling people to take. If you have not sit back and read each and every one of these and understand medical, you could run into a problem. Remember, I am not giving medical advice. I'm just saying be careful.
By the way, one of the, I don't know if you guys are going to like this or not. I have to make sure Mariah can be here for the fundraiser stream, or we might have to make up some of the rewards at a certain time. But one of the fundraiser streams that the company came up with was called Mariah Does My Makeup. So we're probably going to get some eyeliner and some, what's the stuff that goes on your eyelids? Eyeshadow. And I don't know how much makeup you want to do. I'm assuming give me a big fat set of fucking lips. All sexy like. That was one of them. We got play the Hurdle game. I don't know if you guys know what Hurdle is. Kind of like Wordle, but it's Hurdle. We've got immediate trivia game. Florida man headlines. Chat orders a pizza. Please don't order anything disgusting. I won't eat it. Mariah Does My Makeup, games with the kids. I got to go buy something for the next one. I don't even know if I want to say that one yet. And then we got a stretch goal on there. It's pretty cool. Probably just eyes and lips. I have beautiful eyelashes. I wouldn't let Mariah fucking damage my eyelashes for anything. I got some sexy bitch eyelashes. Like I was like that perfect breed Latina eyelash. Like it's crazy.
Okay, guys, be careful and over extending out to Shannon over this. She's got her mom and she's got a lot of issues going on right now. So if you have a small question, give Shannon a breather time right now. Yeah, everybody's body system is different. Yours is not the same as hers or mine or anything else. We are individual, unique people. You know how many medications I have in my upper cabinet.
Is that a joke about my Native American bloodline that I have really high cheekbones? Is this just like the racist stream? What is this, Dr. J? I was the first of my lineage that could grow a full beard. Is that the next joke? Oh, your dad can even grow full facial hair. Huh. Ha! Ha!
That they prescribed that I could not take, it would have killed me. And he brought up about some organs being taken out, like taking out your spleen or because you don't need them, like your gallbladder. Oh, yes, you do. God put every organ in your body for a reason. Can it operate without you? Yes, some of them can. Look, but I don't have a gallbladder.
Oh, let's look at Chief High Cheekbones over here doing his makeup.
I have issues now. So God made us to a perfect image. Do we need these organs back because the evil took it away from us?
That was a hard Indian too. I could tell by the way she said it.
Absolutely. Debbie, I was just going to say, if you didn't need those organs, God wouldn't have given them to you. That's right. So, when they tell you after surgery, oh, don't worry about it, you don't need it, you're going to be fine. Really? That's why I wind up in the hospital back in March or April or whatever. What was that? Now I forget what. January? Telling me now I got another problem because of my gallbladder being gone? Guys, wake up, please. This will be a wonderful experience.
I've never worn any makeup that I know. Well, I guess that's not true. I've had TV appearances where they put I'm assuming it's some type of powder foundation, but they just hit your face with it so you don't shine on camera, especially if you're nervous and shiny. Plus my nose is kind of oily. You'll see me all the time. Sometimes I'll wipe it with a paper towel. I don't have really oily skin. It's just my nose, which is, I don't know. It's oily. But I've had that, but it looks painful to fucking do eyeliner. I don't like people pushing on my eyeball.
To everyone, but you've got to do your healing. You've got to get your own, whatever medical they're telling you. Are you even sure that that's the right thing?
You even sure?
No, you don't.
You got to do your own healing.
When you go into a medical book, which I have some of them.
You sure about that? That would have been the time for that donation. You 500 bits. You sure about that? Are you sure about that?
When I read them, do I have to use my discernment? Absolutely. Those books were written in maritime. They weren't written for us to understand. They were written so that we go and run into the doctors and we need surgery.
Mariah wants to wax my gooch. I know it doesn't touch your eyeball, but when Mariah does it, she closes one of her eyes, right? And it's pushing on her eyeball. I don't like that, and it moves my contact.
Sylvia, some can. She says, our minds are very powerful. We can heal ourselves. We never needed doctors. It's called mind control.
We never needed doctors. It's called mind control. Mind control is what heals us.
People can come out of the mind.
Maybe I'm just seeing it wrong, I guess. To me, if I touch my eyelid and move shit, it moves my contact and pushes my eyeball. But maybe it's lighter than that. Maybe I'm doing it wrong here. I don't know.
Control, Sylvia, they can't do anything. We see thousands and thousands, millions of people out here still asleep because of mind control. So are we part of us, our bodies and our brains still under control? Absolutely. We didn't get here overnight. We're not going to get rid of it overnight. It's going to take years. That's why the magicals will help us.
I loaded your TikTok from cbc.fund link and it works fine. I tried it from several videos. Huh. Thank you, BT. I'm sorry if I'm seeing this late. I just now saw it, but that's weird. Maybe it's just my computer. I'm having issues with my audio right now too. And I think what it is when I flash my drone, it gives me this warning when I unlock it into bootloader mode that if I had any tabs open or anything going on the computer, that it may have violated some of my USB priorities, blah, blah, blah. I think that's it. I think I should have booted after that.
That's right. Wilma said it's not our painful. We are human. We are human, and we quickly forget the reason for the pain. We have to know the core reason and our responsibility to ourselves.
The ones that I want to try, I might do this for if we do we're going to do a subathon after I get done with this. Fundraiser, and the ones I might try are the ones that you get in those bottles with the sticks, the straws, and you stick them up your nose and squeeze it, and it's like blue, and it fills your whole nose full of wax. Then you let it think, and then you jerk them out all at once. You do your ears too. So you put one in each nose hole and one in each ear hole. If we hit whatever goal, I don't know what is set for a subathon goal. I think I might do it one at a time, or maybe both noses at a time, and maybe both ears at the same time. But I don't know what to set for a goal. It would have to be so fucking high. So fucking high. It looks so painful. Plus, I got this mustache I got to protect. I don't know. It'd have to be so high.
In our bodies. Absolutely. I can tell you every single thing. How I know. Now, gallbladder, I don't know. I don't know if I could come up with that one or not. The other one, the gallbladder caused the other one because they removed it. I'm trying to think. My other surgery was due to having children. So think back through the years. Did you cause something? Basically, and I'm going to put it in layman's terms. If you caused something to hurt your body, own that and pray over it and ask for healing. If you worked in a shipyard and you were working with steel and it crushed your back and you still went continue working because they just made us work ourselves to death, own it. Know that you went self-will knowing you were damaged that bad. Because God's going to heal you when you know you've done what you should have been praying for years and years ago. What I'm trying to say is we didn't know a lot of things because they hid them from us. But for us to be able to have what is coming, we have to own what we've done to our own bodies because of the evil. That we allowed it because we were asleep. We didn't wake up. When Jesus and God both showed us things that were
We allowed it.
Natural. And we still slept through it. Okay, Heloise says, I smoke cigarettes and now my throat hurts. Okay.
A full leg.
So now you got to ask Jesus to heal your throat.
I would do a lot of those things. I would do a lot of things, but we would have to have insane goals, right? Like it would have to be, and I'd make huge content out of it. But I just don't think we'll hit goals high enough for me to do some crazy. I would like to do the actual labor simulator thing, just so I could shit all over Mariah for how weak she is.
To show you what to take, Eloise, to get rid of that. Don't turn to pharmaceutical. He will take care of you. But you have to have no ego in this. You have to have your soul and your heart asking God. Debbie says, I can still hear my parents in my ears telling me, don't do that job, don't do that job. And I didn't listen. Because we went after the money. We went after to take care of our families. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because we were doing what the Bible told us to do, is to take care of our families. But on the less respect, did any of the pastors tell us to do this? Not mine. I don't ever remember them talking about it. They said you can pray and heal yourself.
Mariah's like, I went through 9 hours of labor. And I'm like, yeah, I've had a cold before too. Get over it.
They prayed over you. But did they ever come out and say there's plants and all kinds of beautiful things?
Oh, I didn't think about that, me, myself.
To heal us? And yet it's in the Bible. Yeah, we've been poisoned over and over and over. This weekend was such a hectic weekend. We had to take a little bit of break. We went for a walk around the shop. It had different shops in there. And I opened the door to show Ghost. In there, all the women's clothing was linen. All of it. Do you think they knew something?
You don't hear me running around saying I've been shot twice. Once by a friend, once by an enemy.
Crow says, I'm guilty of multiple years of what in truth just self-destructed in my body. Yep, Crow, you are. You knew better. We all did. But we kept doing it because we were programmed to do it.
I gotta get some ops on the block.
There's things out here that could help us.
I gotta skip ahead. She's boring me so much I'm talking over.
In the Hebrew, in the Bible. What did we see when we walked in there? I showed them what linen was, what cotton was. Linen, it wrinkles very fast. The linen weaves.
Another thing I want to do is, I don't think Mariah would do it with me. Maybe if we turned hers way down. But I want to get shock collars and do trivia.
You know, but when it starts coming out, it's going to be a little bit thicker. But it's going to be where your body can breathe.
That's right, President T12.
This is why I say, guys, take a walk. Go into some of these boutiques and these shops you've never heard of. They're putting out the right stuff.
Yeah, at the boutiques.
The little mom and pop stores.
The little mom and pop stores, they're telling you how to heal yourself. Mariah's sister carried around rocks in her pocket for like 3 years thinking it would heal her somehow. It didn't.
Oh, we all thought we were invincible, Kroll. Do you think I would let 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls stand on top of my shoulders for 4 years? Seriously? I can remember I hurt so bad. Yes, another thing, guys, if you are sleeping at...
That just means you were the big cheerleader. You were the sturdy base. Oh.
Any other than linen on your sheets, and if the linen is thin, get rid of it. You need a nice thread count on your beds for your healing.
You need a high thread count sheet to heal. To heal!
While you're sleeping. Very easy to do. Bamboo. Another one, but very expensive.
What are your guys' thread counts? Mine is Great Value Living brand. I don't think they publish a thread count. It's probably like 6 or 7. What are your guys' thread counts?
I thought we were invincible. But, you know, I think our parents did the same thing because they told us.
You may have a higher thread count, but I got a higher body count on all those sheets.
That. And we played hard. I mean, I played softball with the boys since I was about 17 years old. I got hit in the head so many times.
Oh, fuck. Of course, Miss Press. And I took my buggy back after I had the housekeeper buy them for me. Jesus Christ, Miss Press. I flew to Bali just to pick them up. I don't know where bamboo grows. I guessed. Okay. I'm not a man of the world, Miss Press. Bamboo don't grow in Tennessee, okay?
But not totally. And if your sheets have to be 100% cotton, completely, not one thing else in there. Your sheets will do a self-healing for you while you're sleeping. You guys have...
I don't have a housekeeper. She's a live-in nanny, and all my children are now adults, so she has nothing else to do. You just want her to stand there and get paid? Come on.
I know that, did you?
Sorry, I got myself excited.
Right. We all did things. We were children. We enjoyed life. We enjoyed the things we wanted to do. Happy Kathy says, good morning. Sending blessings all. Good morning, Happy Kathy.
I personally don't know anything about Miss Press. I know less about Miss Press life than any of the other moderators. I just made all that up, but it was funny.
I'm hard-headed. I still think I'm invincible. Shh, what is wrong with me? LOL. Do you walk through doors, scroll? Margie, good morning. Those with autism and all of that, they will not have anything to worry about. They will be totally fine.
This is really shitty hope to give to people. Those with autism don't have anything. They'll be completely fine. They'll be fixed. What about autism with those beds? Will those beds help that? Like, that's fucked up.
KK says, my left arm has been giving me some problems, so made myself start swimming and moving it. And wow, how it is healing. No doctor. Exactly.
Miss Press is going to say, I picked up my autism straight from Pfizer. It's not nearly as sketchy if you get it straight from the supplier.
Guys, I got these bands. I have frozen arms. I don't know if you guys know what frozen shoulder is. That's something you get as when you get a little older. And like I said, standing on my shoulders. I woke up from a nap after 2 hours and I had frozen shoulder. Don't know how I got it. Don't know how it happened. I went to a doctor who was does your arms. You know who it was. I don't know. Right away. What did he give me? Cortisone shots. I go, no. And he says, what's wrong? I said, what's in there? He said, cortisone. I said, I don't want it. He said, I got to get you out of pain. I got to get that arm moving. No, I don't want it. What else can I do? Physical therapy. Okay, what do I do in physical therapy? Well, you'll work with bands, you'll do everything, but it's going to be hard. You probably won't be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucked up to give. I mean, like, first of all, autistic kids can still, or autistic people can still live a really full life and have fun, and I think that should be their concentration, but it's weird to say fix. Like, I know what people mean. Like, they want to give them, like, a normal life. They want them to have things that they know they can never do or never. Like, Ollie's not autistic, but he's got, like, speech issues and a lot of stuff he'll probably grow out of, a lot of stuff they don't know and whatever. But he had a lot of signs that, like, especially when he was younger, that, like, mirrored autism and a lot of symptoms, I guess. And he's grown out of a lot of them and the speech impediment stuff. And, of course, we want him to go through and not have to suffer this or that, or it breaks our heart when someone's like, oh, like they couldn't, he says somebody couldn't understand him or somebody didn't want to play with him or whatever. But Ollie lives his fucking best life, dude. Ollie fucking loves everything. He's incredibly smart. He does a lot of things, but to have a parent that's struggling with, like, well, what if they're different? What if they're picked on? What if they will never fit in? What if they need care the rest of their life? What if they need this? What if they need that? And then say, oh, this is going to come and fix it all. It's pretty fucked up.
Surgery. Nope. Get me on the bands. In 6 weeks, less than 6 weeks, I put those bands, all 7 of them, on my doorway. And I broke a sweat every time, and I cried my heart out until I broke that frozen shoulder.
That's what Mariah usually gets. Is either if we're feeling really bougie, she'll go get one from Target, like a sheet set. Actually, the ones we got now is something called Betty's. I got them for our bed, so it's really hard to make a bed, like in a camper or whatever. If you don't know, they're really close to the walls, and you have to kind of crawl over. It's kind of like a workout. It'll make you sweat. Our bed is by far the hardest to make because it's the biggest. It's a queen size. It's a standard queen in the corner, blah, blah. So I bought our bed something called Betty's, and it's these nice bed sheets, but they zip up, right? So you don't have to make the bed. You just zip up the things, and it's not nearly as – there's nothing – Mariah loves to make the bed. She used to make me get out of bed when I was working on third shift just so she could make it in the mornings. Like, she loves to make the bed. It's just a workout in – It's just a workout in a fucking camper. So I wanted to get them for the boys' bed too, but man, they're fucking expensive. I got them for Mariah's anniversary or birthday or something. She asked for them. It was like $300 or $400 for our bed, and I think it's like $200 or $300 for the boys' twin size beds. They're expensive.
Ask Ghost. Ask Sassy what
See, Brad.
She barked.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Keep going. You can do this. Keep going. She kept barking and barking until finally I could feel that just ease up inside there. But I had to do it every single day. Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? If you want it to work, it's up to you. It's called free will.
Yeah, Mustang Sally works with autistic and other children.
Dragging deer out of the woods anymore. I hunt closer to the Hang on a minute.
So does Q Idiot.
I hunt closer to the road. Now maybe there's hope for me yet. There you go, Kroll. You got a lot of pain. You won't be able to get your body out of that.
Yeah, Asperger's is pretty hard to deal with. Like, but there's a lot of people that are, like you said, that it makes them incredibly smart, very pedantic about things, and just generalization, you know. But I would imagine it'd be hard to have a relationship.
But it's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault. We did not know. Yes, the shroud. I know what it was. It was linen.
Now, Miss Priss, would you video chat your housekeeper to pull the receipt out from when she bought them? It's okay. It's not that big a deal. I'm sure they're beautiful.
You have to look it up in a Hebrew, the Jewish, or the
But this isn't for bed sheets. This is for it's a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and the comforter all together for $300.
There's another one. I had to go look at all of these, and they all went back to being linen, cotton, and bamboo. Now, where did they get bamboo?
Where do we get bamboo? I guess Bali. I don't know.
I think anything that is natural with no manufacturing, vitamins and all, as long as it's not manufactured or has anything else than what it's saying, they're fine. Those are natural healers. Be careful with your foods, guys. You know, let me tell you this. I love cherries. I don't know about you guys, but that's my favorite fruit besides watermelon and cantaloupe in the summertime.
Linen, I think, is so cotton is cotton. Bamboo is bamboo, obviously. Linen is made from flax, like a flax plant. And they use like the plant, like this stem part of the plant, right?
Do you know, and I found this out when I went to Weight Watchers years ago, did you know how many carbohydrates are in one cherry you eat? Wouldn't know that, would you? Look it up. You may not want to eat that bowl of cherries. You may just want to make sure you're counting all the carbohydrates in there. What does it turn into? Sugar. Oh, I love strawberries. Watch your food intake. Understand what you're putting in your mouth before you do it. We all love 44. Okay, now what do you take away from eating when you're eating 44 carbs and you can't burn them? Just make sure whatever you're taking has nothing else in it than what it says. That kind of stuff is what they have to finish pulling out.
I was watching another video where they were saying that the orange juice, Simply Orange, had chemicals in it. That causes cancer.
I will, absolutely, to the trees. Guys, drink you some lemon water. Put lemon, and you can put basil in there. It tastes really good. Not basil, mint. Put lemon and mint in your water. That's what I do in the summertime. You want to talk about getting a good drink of cold water? Wow. Do you know what that does in your system? It detoxes you. All that sweat you have in your body, yep, you're supposed to have so much of it. But women, do you understand what menopause is? And you guys say, wow, I'm sweating to die. I know, I went through it.
This came out a long time ago. Simply Orange has been sued a while back, maybe a year ago. But it said that they had, there's something called PFAS or something like that. And it's PFAS are like a type of, I think they call them like redundant or forever chemicals. And these chemicals like build up inside of you forever. Basically, your body doesn't know how to get rid of them. So eventually you get to a level where they can cause some type of disease. Basically, I think. They never naturally break down. Your body can basically hold on to them forever. And once you get to a high enough level, it can have negative health effects kind of deal.
We're not supposed to go through it like that. You have glands that are blocked from all the stuff you've eaten. Oh, I know, raw milk. I could not do that. Yeah, that's true. Guys, Lonnie said this, and I'm going to say I'm going to post it up there. It is true. I did hear that. I did get it confirmed that they're going to be pulling this stuff.
This video I'm playing, this is Linn Wick. She's just a crazy lady who believes she's like half preacher, half Nasara, Gassara, advocate reevaluation stuff, and she gets a ton of views. She's just crazy. Her name is Linn Wick, so she has a channel called Linn Wick. She has a channel called Simply Linn, and she has like a third one. I can't remember what it's called.
This is their last round. This kind of stuff is what they have to finish pulling out.
It's on YouTube.
Cool. Those are all good. You like it with basil, Dad? Yeah, I like it with mint. And then you can eat the mint leaves. Ooh, so good. You can eat the lemon. I give Ghost a lemon because
when my cat died when we first started dating, he disappeared.
stomach can't handle it.
Kenta John? No, but I would kill her dog. Oh, I shouldn't say that. That's probably like hypothetically in a video game. I probably shouldn't have said that. That'd get me fucking. She's the big beefy base at the bottom of the cheerleader pyramid.
Yeah, try the mint. You might like it better. It's really good. It
Built like a cheerleader defensive lineman.
And it's so sparkly. I love it. I forgot to get the mint, so I have to go get it. Good for you, Debbie. Yeah, when you're out walking, take your water bottle.
We got another video coming up here.
If you were to wake up every day and go down the list, were the things you thanked God for yesterday?
It's easy. Well,
little inspiration here.
My plants out here are dead. All right, guys, let's stop the chat for a minute. Let's go. There's no news on the home front yet on anything else. If it did, I'd have given it to you. I don't have anything yet. We're just going to pray it in still. All right, let's stop the chat.
Sounds like broke pussy disorder, and since I don't have a broke pussy, I couldn't tell you about it. I ain't trying to damage Mariah's vagina. I'm trying to hit it, not quit it.
what if you awoke this morning and the only things you had left were the things you thanked God for yesterday?
I'd be a mad motherfucker, bro. I'd be mad as fuck.
What if you awoke this morning and the only things you had left were the things you thanked God for yesterday? How would you fare?
This is a Linn Wick, a Linn thing. Like, she doesn't like the chat to go while videos are playing. She freaks out when chat goes or videos are playing. So, like, the first mod says, please stop the chat. 15 stop signs. Her husband moderator says, duty calls, mods. Time to stop the chat. Give me more margarita. I'm going to put it in your ass.
You know, I am convinced that God is more concerned
Give me two margarita. I finish pretty fast.
Being grateful than just about anything else.
Do you understand that if you were to wake up every day and go down the list of things and just tell God what you're grateful for, don't wake up a single day without going down the list of things you're grateful for. It could be something minute. What God does in return is he gives you more things to be grateful for because he's a very wise and generous God, right? If you're not grateful for the things I've given you and you have no gratitude for it, and that seems to be really mundane to you, it's burdensome. Why would I overload you with some more stuff that you ain't grateful
No, once I finish, I'm like a tranquilized bear. I've got about 30 seconds to find the spot and clothing I'm going to sleep in for the next at least 6 hours. I'm built like an old-timey musket. Takes a lot to pack it, get it going, and it's a fun ride, but it's built to fire once. There is no reload.
If you just woke up every day and just thanked him for just all the things you can go down, the next day, the very next day, I promise you that he'll give you more to be
built like a Mariner's cannon.
Show gratitude and you'll watch him give you a whole lot more stuff to be grateful for. It's not a day that I'm not able to add something else.
Oh, is it Ghost Patriot? Thank you.
Before you left the house in the morning, you just took a moment.
Ghost Patriot 1776.
Bow down and say, God, I just want to thank you for today. I want to thank you for helping me. I believe I can do whatever I need to do today through Christ who strengthens me. I'd like everything to be good and work out the way I'd like it to, but God, if it don't, I know you're with me and it will work out good eventually. What would happen if at noon, in addition to having a little sandwich, you'd go somewhere and bow down for a minute and say, God, I just want to thank you for getting me through the first half of this day. And I'm so grateful, God, that you're working in me here. And then again in the evening or at night.
Oh, that was out.
Very chocolate beyond words.
Oh shit! I had some chocolate today. I don't typically eat sweets. I know you're gonna be like, you fat piece of shit. You eat sweets all the time. I actually don't. I don't typically eat sweets. But while I went to my dad's mentioned he wanted some snacks while I was trying to leave, and I didn't want to go to the gas station and then run back and find parking at the hospital and stuff. So I went down to like the commissary, whatever the fucking cafeteria. I went down to the cafeteria. And I found chocolate that has like each little piece, there's 4 pieces in it. Each little piece has the same amount of caffeine as a half a cup of coffee. It wasn't bad. It didn't taste like coffee or nothing. It was just milk chocolate, but I could feel it. I don't drink coffee though, so.
During the day, make it a habit of just stopping during your busy day and say, I am thankful for. What are you thankful for? I'm thankful that I have breath in my lungs. I'm thankful that I have a great marriage. I'm thankful that I have a job. I'm thankful for you.
I got Ollie today. I had to take him to speech therapy. because Mariah was working, sort of. It was super slow, but still she had to be there. But I took Ollie to speech therapy today, and we come pulling up, and I tried to get him to do it. He wouldn't fucking do it. But like when we pulled up to the campground, I like slammed on the brakes and rolled down his window, and Mariah was standing there, and I wanted him to say, "Hey, we're here looking for big booty hoes," but he wouldn't say it. It would have been funny, though.
You have to decide what you're grateful for. But all during the day, just be intentional about stopping during the day several times and say, I'm grateful for this. When you arrive home, anytime I arrive home after a trip in my car, I always say, thank you, Father, for a safe trip. You know what? It's a small thing, but I'm thankful that I didn't have a car crash.
Gratitude is the door to God's presence. Gratitude and thanksgiving is the door to God's presence. And we read this so clearly in Psalms 100 and verse 4. It says, enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful to him and bless his name. Enter with thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is how we enter into God's gates. It's how we enter into God's house. So every time you pray, start with thanksgiving. Every single prayer you pray, start with thanksgiving. Every single day, start with thanksgiving, because that's how we enter into the presence of God. Gratitude is a daily choice.
Now, watch this. Enter his gates with what? Thanksgiving. How do you get to where he is? How do you get there? You got to go through the gate to get somewhere. How do you get to the love and the joy and the peace and the hope and the encouragement and the blessing and the healing and the deliverance? How do you get there? Thanksgiving is the door you go through. Psalm 118 says, open to me the doors of righteousness, I'll go through them. I will praise the Lord. I'm telling you, gratitude and worship, a grateful heart is the way where God is.
Gratitude is a constant mindset of thankfulness. It's more than just saying thank you every once in a while to God or to people. It's an attitude of gratitude that you make as your lifestyle. God wants us to respond to everything that happens in our lives with an attitude of gratitude. 1 Thessalonians 5:18, always be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you. Now, always be thankful in all circumstances. That about covers everything, right? There's no loophole there. Always be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you. Now, if you obey that, God says, I'm going to bless you in every area of your life. And notice that he says, this is God's will for you. God's will for your life. Say, I want to know God's will for my life. God's will is that you are always grateful. You're always thankful. You're always full of the attitude of gratitude.
Thank God in everything, no matter what the circumstances might be. Be thankful. I'm going to thank you.
But what if the situation is bad?
This is getting boring, Linn.
Every good thing we have is always something.
Wow. Okay, Sherry.
Someone said there's a delay here. I'm still watching the video. Oh, something happened.
Just gifted 5
Somebody gifted some subs. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the gifted subs. I can't hear it or see it, but I appreciate it. 5 gifted subs, President T12. Thank you. We're gonna do a subathon after the donation stream is over, or the charity stream. We're gonna do a subathon, and that'll help not only that'll help the channel out, but it'll get more people subscribed. It'll be an extended, like a marathon. A lot of people have been asking me to do like a marathon show. It'll do a bunch of things. That'd be awesome.
Wow, we had a long delay this morning. We had one last night too. Got to get hold of StreamYard to find out why. Okay, so y'all should be.
They don't have a delay. They're behind. They're behind. All they have to do is click the live button and they would catch up. You can't have a delay like that. Like there might be a delay, but Linn wouldn't notice it unless she was in the chat, right? Like if she's delayed playing a video, she's going to be just as delayed when she said, how did you guys like that video?
Through your video. So basically, what was he talking about? Gratitude, gratefulness,
gratitude.
Do we have
remember
every single day?
Remember that time we were playing that video game and they made me the Crab Lord? And those two dudes, that was probably the greatest game stream that I've ever done. And those two dudes were fucking awesome. And I thought they were just going to kill me and take my shit. And we only had like 12 people watching it. And that was the greatest. So what happened was I found this game. It was like where you're a pirate. And I really didn't know how to play it. And we were fucking around and playing it. And a couple guys jumped on the server. And at first I thought they were trolling me. But they had like this amazing fucking mission to do on the game. They had this amazing mission they had to do to like defeat some enemy, blah, blah, blah. And they just fucking took me along and I just fucked everything up. I fucked everything up. And they just hung out for me. Even I got disconnected and died and had to come back in, and they come back and found me. That was the greatest game stream for the Crab Lord that had ever happened. And there was fucking nobody there to see it. It was so good. It weaved a story. Like if you were here to see it, that's probably one of the best game streams I've ever played. Which I'm going to start playing some more games, I think, during the day when I get some more things straightened out. I do have some tickets to SeaWorld that I got. But I don't know if we're going to be able to use them with Dad in the hospital and stuff going on But we might be going to Florida. I have to use them basically this month.
Hey.
Kind of sucks, but.
Yes, guy, you can Google holistic doctors in your area.
I'm going to have to get a different goddamn microphone mount, dude. My beard keeps hooking into this microphone, and that's why you always see me doing like weird shit like this with my beard. I'm stuck to my microphone.
Let's make it a habit that every day we put gratefulness, gratitude, all in our lives. Okay, Colleen, be safe, honey. Susie says, did you guys hit the like button today? Did you share God's message with family, friends? Get the word out, please, and thank you.
Yeah, share this message with God's family and friends.
The video. We lost another 50 that stays in here. Wonder why that's happening. Just a small FYI here. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, but I want to share this.
Here we go. This is where they get bitched at.
Started out with 400 some people before the video, and it dropped instantly. And then after that, during the video, we lost another 50 that stays in here. Wonder why that's happening. Have a great day and be blessed, Jan. Yeah, I'm starting to notice it more and more. Lucy Two Shoes says, peace to you all. All right, honey, thank you. Peace to you. Guys, the only way you're going to learn something is by listening. You've got to have an open heart.
2 more days to the fundraiser, guys. Don't forget.
And if you're not, the videos are not going to help you. And the only reason I'm saying this is because if they come back to watch the videos, I hope they...
Where's the chat and where's Char? Most people are watching on Twitch. Char isn't a moderator anymore.
That's my prayer for them. Because only God can make them understand what he's trying to share with them. Again, I'm just a messenger. He is the God Almighty. Okay, it is 9:55, guys. Let's go to prayer this morning. We will see you back tomorrow morning. Yes, yes, yes. So let's stop. Yeah, I know. There is, that's a shame. There is no intel. There has not been any intel. The only thing they're waiting on is the RV.
Uh-oh.
Boy, they're going to be in a really surprise.
There's no more intel. They're just waiting on the RV. Any moment now, we're all going to be billionaires. Imagine the turmoil the world would go into if we all just became fucking billionaires. You had to delete it because you were becoming obsessed?
Heavenly Father, come to you this morning. We heard your video, and we, Father, are here.
Pray for the RV. Pray for them pineapples.
We are giving you our heart for grateful hearts. Everyone that's in this chat, and those that are sitting out, and those that are come to hear this video.
Stop the chat for prayer, too, guys.
May they understand what you're trying to say, what you're trying to reveal.
Where are you at, Nick Baker?
Hard at trying to get the words for that you want them to know. So we have a grateful heart for that. We give you thanksgiving. We give you all. Give us the capability, Lord, of changing our ways. Some are set in their ways, they just don't want to hear it.
If I ever became like super wealthy, I think I would still buy a piece of land and probably a little bit bigger RV. There's some different like styles that not too much like longer or even they don't make them really wider, but I would get a different style with maybe about 8 more feet longer and a little bit different style. And I found one thing I would add was the little travel wash machine and dryer. That way we wouldn't always have to use, travel to do our laundry or go somewhere else, or we have it at the office now. And the other thing would be, a little bit different style and like better storage and better like layout, living a large life. That's right. I would get a little bit better layout. But I would still buy a piece of land and RV, I think, and build our house because we want to build it the way we want it and slowly and blah, blah, blah. Even if I had the money to just go buy a house, I think I would still do it differently. And live in the RV, and then build our barn dominium like we want. I don't know.
But the truth has got to come out. They've got to hear it. They got to know.
I need to come up with a good scam. We did a video the other day about how everybody else is fucking snakes. Man, like I could have made so much fucking money just grifting. Like, I mean, most of you guys probably wouldn't know me unless you joined hate pages about me. But I could have made so much money fucking grifting. Phil just thinks that he's fucking smart. I could have fucking dominated that fucking sector.
I'm planting the seeds. We all are. Lord, please guide them directly to you. May they run into someone that may be able to share your word, and they find you, and they come under conviction. Lord, this is my prayer for each and every person walking this earth, that without you, they have nothing. Not even if they go into this new world, which we call like heaven on earth. Is it going to be perfect? No. It's still going to have its problems and issues for years. But we are the warriors. We will work through it. We are the humanitarians. You chose us.
It's been a year and 2 months since we got into the big ordeal with Linn Wick. And back then she told me that she guaranteed it within 6 months. In 6 months, you're going to be sorry. I guarantee it.
We give you thankful hearts. Great.
Still not sorry.
Show us the way, the path. Give us the light.
Oh, there's enough money I could live with myself. I like how people put me up on a pedestal, like, oh, you couldn't stand yourself and you couldn't sleep at night and you're just too good. You got to be too honest. Fuck that.
Not the dark. Give us our dreams. Give us what we've been praying for. May it be your will. Whether we're looking for a project to do, a home, maybe a mate, maybe
a mate. Now I can get behind some reevaluation. Reevaluate that panus.
A good friend, maybe a wife or husband. Lord, hear our cries. People are lonely, even though they're married, because the spouses don't believe. You say, only if you're equally yoked will you understand the love.
I can't believe he had his dad in white fucking khakis rolled. Oh, that looks so fucking retarded.
Between each other. Father, we pray that for all here in this chat and those beyond. Whatever your will is, we receive your blessings. Lord, I'm praying for all from yesterday and for the past weeks and months. Whatever it is that they need, Lord, I'm asking from my heart. Hear their cries. You know who they are and what they need. There's so many, but yet you know it. You're helping them right this moment. You say that everyone that calls upon you.
I used to get like the people who have like fucked me or try to snake their way around me or use me for my content or platform or views. Like I guess just going through all the people and how everybody builds on YouTube and the stuff they do. I've just kind of moved on to like I can't fucking blame them. I guess that's how the game's played. I think it's funny that they thought they were going to be uber successful and then they just kind of fell on their face. And I could sit back and giggle about that, but that's how other people do it. I was going through, I was listening to some other content creators who were talking about all the people who have like botted and who have bought the views and who have run these people who have run these crypto scams on their own fucking audience. Apparently that's how the game's played at a certain level. And either I'm never going to get to that level or I'm going to have to commit those same sins at that to get to that level. One of the two.
You will come. Lord, they're calling, and now we have 2 or more where they're gathered. We're all calling upon you.
Yeah, I saw him.
To get the Jubilee started and start today. We've had enough of this down here. We didn't create this. We may have fallen asleep, but we didn't fall asleep on our own. The evil did that. There's no flood needed here, Father. You said once we had the flood, you brought the ark. That was a way of saying that there would be no more floods. But yet we see fire. We hear booms. We know they're false flags. But Lord, we didn't cause this. We're here to help it. I ask that you hit all the other channels on understanding how they are to ask you and pray to you, and that the people may hear and feel your spirit when their mouths open to talk, that you are there. We want to pray for Tony, who is still in the hospital in ICU. Lord, her body is worn out and she's tired. She's taken on a great deal for many years to take care of her family, her mom, and so forth. Lord, be with her. Keep her strong. Let her know that you're with her. Let her smell your sweet smell. Don't take her, Lord. Make her strong and keep her here because she's a fighter and a warrior. We thank you. We still want to pray for the children and the seniors who are hungry and homeless. They have no meds. The children have no toys or bikes or anything to learn to be children. Father, we ask that you watch over each and every one of them. They have been forgotten, and not one person should ever be forgotten, no matter what age. Be with them, Father. Guide them and direct them. May people become their friends. May they stop hurting from loneliness. I will always pray for those that don't know you. And what they're missing is your love and your grace, your forgiveness and your blessings. Lord, I ask, please keep knocking until they open. Whatever we can do here in the chat to get the word out, show us the way, guide our feet. Keep our eyes and ears open to everything.
Here's how I can tell they weren't prepared for this little get together. Someone who had real money and spent time and planned their wedding better would have went to the trouble of matching the shades of white. His pants don't match his pants, don't match her dress, don't match her dress, doesn't match this shirt, doesn't match that shirt or any of the fucking shoes. Like, if they, like, my buddy, I have a buddy who's very wealthy. Well, I don't even know if I call him a buddy anymore. I went to high school with a guy, and we were really close friends through high school, kind of separated out of high school. I went to the Army. He went to do his family business. Very, very wealthy. They had a wedding that was basically all white. They spent months matching all the whites. And their not just like their what do they call it, the brides and grooms parties or whatever, the people that were in the wedding, their families, their mom, their dad, anybody who was going to be in pictures, all was the same fucking white. And nobody matched this motherfucker's neon teeth. Not a single goddamn person could keep up with that white. That was wild. That is like staring into the fucking sun or a supernova. But yeah, they went to great lengths to do that because it was their wedding. There was their pictures. There was a thing. Now I'm not rich and I'm not big on wedding. Like me and Mariah got married at the courthouse, right? She actually had a wedding dress. We were planning a wedding, but deployments got in the way. A quick deployment popped up. We got married at the courthouse. It wasn't a big deal. But if you really wanted this to look good, why can't you all even get the same fucking whites? It's like they just said white. Just wear something white, and everybody went and picked out whatever the fuck they wanted. It's crazy. Let's go back to TikTok, see if it's working now. Uh-oh. Wagyu.
Hello.
What's your name?
I am Io.
You said Kyle?
Yes, Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Hello, I am Kyle. I'm the health inspector, and I'm here to inspect your health.
Oh my God.
Sir, this is Arby's. Oh. All right, here you go, sir. It's free.
Are you sure?
It's free.
Okay. Oh no! Oh no! You have just littered. I am reporting you to the authorities.
What the fuck is this?
Thank you, Gizmo. Maybe I can help you.
Hello, I'd like to report a crime.
I'm sorry?
He called
This man has
what
just
the
littered.
You guys ever seen this movie? I was just talking about it the other day. It's actually a good movie. Yeah, fuck Linn Wick. I don't even have anything to finish up with. She's still praying somewhere. So he wasn't even actually... Hold on. I skipped it. But he wasn't even actually speeding. So check out this movie. It's pretty good. I know that Bucka knows about it. This is an Australian movie.
Shit, it's under. He doesn't know that.
Speed limit was 100. He was doing 97. Shit, he was under. Said he doesn't know that. So here we go. Yeah, that was another thing. I agree with you. Wedding presents. They have enough. They'd ask for donations to a charity if you really wanted to make a donation on our name or whatever. I agree. If they had real wealth. The problem is they do have real wealth, but they're so afraid that it's fleeting, and they've come by such shitty means. They never know if it's going to last.
G'day. Get out of the vehicle. No worries. You know how fast you were going?
Fast I'm supposed to if you blokes pulled me up.
You shoot pigs for a living. Bet your life. Can you read? Get a bit stuck on the big words every now and then, but you know. Yeah, I can read pretty good.
Oh, and you'd be able to read the sign back there with the big 100 on it, wouldn't you?
You know, I could have sworn I was, sitting under 100 there, you know.
You think I'm talking shit?
Oh, Struth, no, sorry, mate. No, look, it won't happen again, all right?
Where the fuck you think you're going?
This is Wolf Creek, by the way.
You bastards. You put me on, aren't you? You're not really going to book me, are you?
Can I see your license, please?
Yeah.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Well, yeah, look, I always travel up north when I'm doing a bit of hunting, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really know. That's why he asked. I would celebrate that shit. I don't know. Are you talking to me?
Get away from it all. Not a lot of pigs down south.
This plus a speeding ticket. It's in order to take this car off the road. For good. Tyres are as bald as a baby's ass. I'm amazed it's even running. Body looks like you've thrown off a fucking cliff. Come on. Now you take this piece of shit back to town, and then you get the fuck back where you came from. I don't want to see your ugly mug around here ever again. You understand?
Chat is only working if you highlight it. I don't know what you mean. I've seen all your comments in chat.
Or is that too many big words for you? Mate, you sure you want to give me this? Bet your life. You have a nice day.
Yeah, we covered the chicken wars. We covered the chicken wars a while back. A couple days ago or something. It was pretty wild. Alright, so they wrote him a ticket. Oh, it's not going to show the good part, is it? We might have to go find it. The first video clip I found of this obviously showed the good part. Let's see if we can find it. It's this one, maybe. People are saying Phil paid you off somehow. Oh no. It all started from like a. We were having a discussion one day about like how everybody has a number, like everybody has a number they do, or you're not struggling or you're independently wealthy. But if you were ever in a position where you were struggling or were paycheck to paycheck or paycheck, somebody could be like, "Hey, ignore me. I'll give you $1 billion," and most people would jerk their fucking arm off. And that led to a big argument where someone was like, "I can't believe you. You did this. You did that. Blah blah blah." I was like, I didn't do any. It was a hypothetical. Like if Phil did this, blah blah blah. Yeah, he could fucking pay me off. I've been telling him for months that he could pay me off, but that, of course, that never happened. I don't know why he'd fucking pay me off, but if he did, I'd fucking come on here and say, I'm not talking about Phil anymore. I guess you fucking know why. I haven't heard anybody talking about it though, other than that, the one person I was arguing with, I guess.
You fucking asshole. Oh man. That's how we keep our quotas up out here, son. Oh man, you really want to keep.
If I ever come on here and say I'm not talking about Phil anymore, you guys know why. Just know that I'm living a much better life than I was earlier. If you want to judge me, bye, motherfuckers.
Pretty sure you just got that reverse piece of shit taken off the road too.
Here we go.
I can dig it. Oh man, you see the look on his face. What a redneck moron.
Oh, it blacked out the gunshot. So the one guy just got shot. Tell Phil I gave a number. If he ever called me and asked me what my number was, I guess I'd have to think of one. I don't even know what it is. I mean, I would have to say, like, how much do I make off Phil content? How much of my viewer base? How much would it hurt? Like, there's going to be some people that leave that think I'm some type of fucking amazing person who could never be tempted by finances, I guess. How much would all that account for? And then I would make a number. And just be like, fuck it, I'm not covering him anymore. Doesn't mean you can't. I mean, you can go start your own fucking channel and be the purveyor of truth. I'm going to go fucking buy a piece of land. Chill out. Everybody's always talking about trying to get his money away from him. If I get a few $100,000 or $500,000 off of him, isn't that better?
Well, where the bloody hell do you think you're going?
Oh no. This is called Wolf Creek. It's actually a really good movie. If you guys, this is actually Wolf Creek 2. There's 2 of them. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, worst cameraman ever.
I think she might be. Mama, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Mama!
It's amazing. It's almost like ducks can swim. And fly.
Go ahead, Mama. Go on. Get your baby. Get your baby, Mama.
I think anybody would sit here and be like, "Oh my God, Phil gave you X amount of money and you took it for." It's just being fucking silly. Like I've got a family. I've got stuff that I want to do. I'm never going to take Phil down. Like I might affect Phil. I've taken a ton of followers from him. I've put him in his place. I've made him apologize. I've exposed him. I've showed who he is over and over again. That content exists, and it's still used by tons of people. There's clips of me all over fucking Telegram and TikTok and YouTube, everywhere else. I've done what I can do. I'm not going to, like tomorrow, I'm not going to make the video that gives him 0 followers. He has to run from the internet. He's just going to keep lying. He's just going to keep doing his thing. He's always going to have a percentage of his viewers. So anybody would say that's just being silly. And they themselves feel some type of way about themselves because they're thinking, man, I wish somebody'd buy me out.
There you go.
Now everybody's going.
Oh, my God.
They're so amazed that ducks can swim.
Karaoke singing.
Go for it, Andy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, if I was here like a YouTuber with like a couple 100,000 subscribers, nothing could really touch me. It wasn't like I was worried about how to pay bills 6 months from now or where I'm going to live or the piece of land I'm going to buy and driving around fucking flashy cars and shit. And then I was like, oh, this so-and-so told me to speak highly of him and he'll give me more money. I think that's a different argument. But anybody who like works paycheck to paycheck or, has kids they have taken care of and struggles in real life, I wouldn't blame any of y'all. If my whole audience came in tomorrow and said, Phil paid us fucking $1,000 a piece never to watch you, what am I supposed to say? Like, I'm good for you. I hope you can use it. Some billboards and a whole lot of drones. That's going to be a copyright.
Looking for Matt Sharp.
Up with it, girl. Rock with it, girl. Show them it, girl. With a bang, bang. Bang.
Cool sync.
Y'all gotta see this video.
Man, can't believe that audacity to tell me that my grandma can't stay here when we got 3 bedrooms.
Why are you recording me?
Because what?
Juice WRLD spotted alive, coming out of hiding. It's said that legendary rap artist Juice WRLD passed away back in 20.
Oh, God.
With me, baby.
Help. My friend's friend who got into an accident in California
I thought there might be something funny on here. So far, it's been shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It was a big
Is this just people bumping into waitresses?
What happened to your phone, you said, miss? You guys have $1.82 to grab the bus? $1.82? Yeah.
Reverse. I can't fucking see.
Oh, what's this movie? This looks cool.
Gamma to base. We have a code red. Covered. Chinatown, Broadway and Hill.
Is this?
Code red in progress.
All right, Gamma, just follow procedures. Stay in the truck, over. Status, over.
Get down.
Wrath of Man. I've never seen this, I don't think.
So let me get this straight. They just walked away.
Scooter pays money. Actually, I don't even know if I want to. There has been a grifter that has offered me an amount of money to never talk about them again. It wasn't nearly enough. It was almost like insulting. And I think they meant it as insulting. I'll give you this much, and you just disappear. I think they meant it as insulting. Hell, it wasn't even what I'm making a fucking week. You know what I mean? Like, it was dumb. But they didn't reach out to me personally. They reached out to a guy who manages like their merch and some of their content and stuff. I don't think he broke it. You better hit it harder than that.
What, so is that a good ref, boy?
That's awesome.
The triple nines. 980. Damn.
Come on, Eddie.
Come on, Eddie. It's a fit, Christmas.
Come on, Eddie. Eddie.
Get it. That's it. That's the perfect score. Oh my God, vampires. Sexy vampires.
Morning, Elena. Morning, Bonnie.
Hey, Michael Jordan was defending Kobe when he fouled him as Kobe tried to get around him. Jordan fell to the floor and Kobe stood above him while staring him down. Kobe then threw playful punches at Michael Jordan before both guys started smiling.
A man opened a garbage bin and found 2 adorable little otters inside.
Wow, TikTok fucking sucks today, dude. All this content must be from fucking Yori sending me Mexican shit.
I need search, Daddy.
Not good.
¿Preferís una tarjeta de Play de $10 o le damos?
Oh, here's Foot Talk.
I've never even heard of a custard pie. What, custard? Sometimes when they're really big.
Foot Talk, Miss Press. Foot Talk.
Start by using tissue nippers. They'll take big chunks of it, like so. Let me know if I'm hurting you, right, sir?
I hope BD stays on. It seems like since she's made this public post that she's gonna stick with it or whatever. I hope so. She made a public post about recognizing she was abused as a minor, blah blah blah, on her social media. I hope she stays with it.
Making her way towards the other end.
This is what I've been dealing with my dad's foot the whole time.
So we can get a view from the top 10.
So basically on diabetics' feet, I didn't mean to do that. On diabetics' feet, like little blisters and bunions and shit become wounds, lesions. They break. Basically what happens is they break away underneath the skin, but you never see it. And then when you pull that off, it's an open wound. Allows for water and infection and shit to get in there. Finally, Miss Priss got us some good content.
You doing good? All right. Make sure you breathe, all right?
I heard he didn't respond to the counter suit.
So this custard pie, what's in this custard pie?
I forget who told me.
What's in this custard pie, sir?
Custard.
Oh. I don't know either. Milk, cream. Yeah. This is kind of like pumpkin. Oh, pumpkin pie. Oh yeah, here it is. Check it out here too. This view right here.
I do get tired of Cover and Fill all the time. That's why I haven't talked about it in a couple of days.
Piece. No wonder this was hurting.
No, the argument about getting paid off was a fucking month ago.
You're gonna feel so much better, sir. Whew.
Miss Priss, is that what you're having for dinner?
This was from the gold rush back in 1949 in California. Show it. He hasn't seen
a nugget.
Hey, so sorry.
Daddy, are we going to be late for JoJo's party?
Oh, no, don't.
Amazing.
Oh,
that's somebody's ass. What are you doing there, sir?
फिर से एक लंबा सांस लो छोड़ो बाहर छोड़ो बस छोड़ दो हाँ मैम छोड़ना बाहर छोड़ो मैम छोड़ो फिर से एक लंबा सांस लो छोड़ो बाहर छोड़ो बस छोड़ दो हाँ मैम छोड़ना
What the fuck is this? Downs on these streets. I know. Some of you like pimple pop and some of you hate it.
Stop! Stop the truck!
Ooh. It's called a dilated pour of winer. So when you get a blackhead so big, it like opens up your pores and it comes out like almost like a rock a lot of times. Sometimes it'll still be like wet, almost like paper mache. But a lot of times it's been there so long, it's oxidized and hardened. This one's still soft. Mmm. By the way, tell any of your friends if they want to buy me out and me never talk about them. That's cool too. I'll come up with a number based on how much you're worth. Got that shit, Miss Press. Oh, y'all ain't gonna like those. Ooh. What, the nose there, sir? I hope that's a nose.
Unha super encravada.
Why is there so many toe pictures? Toe talk. That looks good. Asia food. What? Who are these people?
How are you doing? Baby, how are you doing?
Mira, mira, vamos. Mira, mira, mira. ¿Qué has hecho? ¿Qué has hecho?
What did he do? He murdered someone?
¿Pero qué has hecho?
It's a little young to go to prison.
Pero si parece que había un...
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Locked. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh. Oh. Locked and loaded. Wait, no, wait.
The squirt gun. Who splashed us? They always smell it. See if a homeless person's pissing on them.
Oh, word?
That's suspicious.
But am I tripping?
Yeah, I gotta get off here soon too. I'm just fucking off right now. He's dialing now. This is a tough job. Not horrible at it, I guess. Full rig work is pretty tough work. My TikTok, my For You page isn't even right. Like, I never see this much shit, dude. Like, something's wrong. All the people I'm following is missing. What is going on? Now we got gymnast midgets. What is going on? All the accounts I follow are gone. Like, it's like it gave me a new fucking account. I don't know what's I don't know what's happening. These are none of the stuff I usually see on my For You page. It says I'm not following anybody. It says I have no fucking videos. What is happening? I only look at female gymnast midgets. Oh, how beautiful. That's called the fan.
Sensor change.
Ready, ready. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Woo! Get that off. Oh, right down.
I looked into getting those for Dad. They monitor your blood sugar at all times. They're super expensive. Oh my God, was that fleas? Oh my God. Oh my, look at those fleas, dude. Look at oh man, I bet you Mariah has fleas like that. I ever got to the bottom of her little kitten bush. Look at those fleas, bro. The water's brown. Oh my God, look at the dead fleas. They're everywhere. Can you imagine how horrible that fucking cat must feel? Running around with millions of fleas on them all the time. There's no way. Look at all of them. Still, they're trying to blow dry them out. They're still stuck to all the fur. Damn. Yeah, this isn't even my For You page. Everything's fucked up tonight, guys. What was that? Dandruff? The fuck? What the fuck? Boy, he ain't got no scalp. He's got, damn. That's got to be like a psoriasis level something. You can't, that's like where your scalp keeps growing or something. You can't have that much. There's no way you'd just naturally have that much dandruff. Look at that. Boy's been buttered up. He looks like that dry butter aged beef I was talking about the other night, with like age a steak for 30 years. Look at that butter. Look at that shit. I'm glad somebody come in here and said, I heard Phil paid you off. Maybe that's a clue. Maybe I will get paid off. Is this a cartoon? What is this? Look at those hands. Yeah, this is like China's TikTok or something. This has got to be what they see in China. It got shit to do with me.
Talaga bibitamulag ka. Logo, nag-warm up ka pa. Oh, builo mo kasi. Inakyat pa.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I shit something like that once.
Oh, builo mo kasi.
This is not my TikTok, bro. What the fuck is going? TikTok, what are you doing? Okay, this might be my TikTok. We got a weed eater cam. This can't be mine. I watched this movie the other night. It's pretty good. It's called Homefront. Got Jason Statham in it.
One more time.
All right, guys. I guess I'm out of here. China. Yeah, I shit out a Chinese midget one time. He actually spoke perfect Mandarin. It was pretty wild. Go check out the Grand Quantum Showcase happening, opening, whatever thing. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for the donation. Sorry about the audio. I'll do a reboot and make sure that's working for tomorrow. Dad's doing well. Antibiotics. I'm going to try to get over there earlier tomorrow and maybe run into some of his doctors. I usually get there in the afternoon, but he can't remember exactly what the doctors tell him or what they said or, so I'm going to try to get there earlier. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I know it's the most interesting show, but I'm just trying to throw stuff together and hang out with you guys just while I get everything else under control. So we'll see what happens. He's still there with no end in sight. They haven't given him a release date or nothing like that, but I go get something to eat. Mariah said she was been scrambling me 2 ovarian eggs over easy. So we'll see how that works out. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Support the show while we're offline. Look, Phil's never going to buy me out. So that leaves it up to the 200 of you guys to partially buy me out. So if Phil was going to offer me $500,000, if we take, here, we'll just do the math real quick. It won't take that long. 500,000 divided by 200. Oh, nope. 200 equals, I just need each one of you guys to give me $2,500. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. He's too poor to buy me out. Can't afford me. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for joining us. Support the show offline. Coldbeer.fun. See you guys. I'll talk to the Keeblers. I'm sure they could finance some shit. They got an empire, bro. Banking tree. Thank you for sharing that. Share it again. That's you guys can go donate there rather than supporting me while I'm offline. Go to Pebbles GoFundMe and support that. It's givesendgo.com/God1. I plan on pimping Phil out. One day I'm going to make me an internet sugar daddy, I believe.
We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away. Burn away, we feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake it through the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Linn Wood could afford me, sure. Don't hate the buyout, hate the game, I guess. If I got a gigantic buyout like that, I would probably still cover social and political issues. I probably wouldn't get down with the grifters except the ones I already covered. And would probably do a lot more like laid back content. If I buy a piece of land, I'm doing some homesteading content. Or wouldn't be like a traditional homestead where I'm raising animals and shit, but just getting ready for a house, building for a house, prepping, moving the camper, getting everything set up, showing the land off, shit like that. Putting up concertina wire. I'm thinking about actually 6 rolls, the 3, then 2 on top of that, then 1 on top of that, and maybe a 6-foot wall around it. He kind of disappeared, Nick. He kind of disappeared. He got away from everything Q and still tries to do like a Trump, MAGA kind of deal, but then he just kind of he doesn't do a whole lot anymore. Love you, see you. Bye, guys. No, we're building the cold beer compound, and basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have like I don't like being startled or surprised and shit like that, so I'm gonna have a section, but I'm also gonna have a section that's open to anybody from the show if they want to come hang out or work or appear on the show or whatever. And when I finish my house, I'll put my camper down there. Have a good one, guys. You just can't help but rub it in my face, can you, Miss Priss? If your fucking thread count wasn't so high, that would hurt a lot worse.